outrageous. He's on radio. He's now on television. He's, I think, one of the best talk show hosts around, Mr. Howard Stern.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, hey. You can tell Summer's here. Jackie's all red, all red-faced. All tan and red. Multicolored.
Painting the jetty.
Yeah. You can tell it's summer, Robin. Jackie's all red.
Has he got his lobster looking out?
Yeah, he's beet red.
I am tan.
No.
You're beautiful.
Well, maybe not. But
man, there's this some great pictures of Jerry Seinfeld walking around with his Shoshana Lonstein girlfriend. His little belly shirt. Did you see those in the post?
No, I haven't seen it yet. But you know what I was thinking about? We had that 17-year-old girl in here yesterday.
Yeah.
Could you imagine dating her?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Who, Ina?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. She was very mature.
You know what happened to Jerry.
She was Norwegian, though. She's very mature. Those girls mature early over there.
She looked like a little girl to me.
She is. Yeah. With the body of a woman.
That's okay. She's a little girl inside.
Yeah, they got some great pictures of them hanging out in Manhattan, and she's wearing a belly shirt and
Belly shirt.
little blue jeans.
Blue jeans.
Would have been better if she wore cutoffs.
Well, why don't you get over there and help her with her makeover?
Yeah, some Daisy Dukes and some of those, what are those shoes I like, Robin?
Those espadrilles.
Espadrilles. Thank you. Boy, there's this hot little Spanish teacher.
Oh, can you imagine?
Man, I wouldn't turn her in.
Well, the boy never came home. You know, she'd only let him go.
Man.
not her fault.
You got this hot little Spanish, Janice Lynn Mangual Santiago. She's an aide over at one of the schools here in Manhattan, I guess. So she took one of the ninth graders home for some sex. You know, guy.
What, was he 14?
Yeah, but she's hot, man. You guys check out the pictures of her?
She's cute.
She's a sex bomb.
That's every guy's fantasy.
Yeah. Evidently not this kid.
She looks like one of the students.
Man, what's going on? Why don't I ever get this? Why am I sitting
None
here?
of your teachers kidnapped you.
Oh, no. They wanted to kidnap me. They just wanted to throw me in an ocean.
Climb to lock her up.
Why don't you pay attention?
Didn't they look at her and say, you know, she shouldn't be around?
Yeah, she shouldn't be around me. She evidently, she took home one of the ninth graders, chained him to the bed, and did everything to him. You know, with his agreement. It wasn't a rape.
He doesn't get to agree. He's young.
That's right.
Yeah, he was confused. Yeah, 15,
yeah.
Come on. Oh, man.
Did you see they printed the transcript of the dialogue between the two of them? The teacher calls up the kid. She goes, hey, man, your mother, she went, like, to the principal's office, man. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm like on misconduct charges.
What happened?
Maybe she thought I was trying to, you know. The student goes, yeah. like I had you hostage or something. I hear you, baby.
Oh, no.
Hey, listen to this kid.
He don't care.
I had you handcuffed. Ow. Which I did. No, let me stop. You know, it wasn't that bad. That you just... No, it wasn't bad, baby. It was good. I enjoyed it. I'm talking to you now, and it's like my heart is beating real fast. Yeah, but you was good, and you got skills. You got skills.
Is she trying to help her case?
Oh, look at you. You got skills. Yeah, you got skills, too. You got it going on. That's great. You got it going on, too. All right.
And this is a teacher's aide.
Eddie, remember this. Do me a solid. One favor. I ask you. If anyone interrogates you, if anyone asks you questions, you just say you don't even know me, all right, love? Y me llamas, okay? That means call me, okay? Don't be a stranger. Man, she's hot looking. Hot Spanish broad. I could use that. Any hot Spanish broads listening this morning? who could give me some of that? Chain me to the bed and give me some of that?
Sex ed.
You can't get that now.
I know. It's probably the one kid in the tri-state area who didn't mind going to school. Wants to sign up for summer school right now.
Early every day.
Yeah. He's there at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Hey, could get some action.
I need homework.
Yeah, I need detention immediately.
I'm bad.
Yeah. All right, I got to take a break. I don't know. I was just looking at the pictures of this hot Spanish teacher.
Yeah, and fantasizing.
Yeah. She's not even a teacher. She's like a teacher's aide.
I don't think we care who goes into the schools. It sounds like it's getting pretty...
Sexy.
It's great.
Then some dude was having an affair with some girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then 2 rabbis got caught on a plane.
Yeah, how you like that, rabbis?
Ooh.
Feeling up some kid.
Yeah.
One of the rabbis said, look, she took my hand and put it there.
She initiated.
Yeah, she initiated.
You know, he went crazy because he says she took his hand and put it down there, and he couldn't feel any panty rim or anything.
Nothing.
He lost his mind.
Right. What's he? Let me get this straight. You got no panty rim? Hey, this ain't kosher.
There's no band. There's no rim.
You're Jewish? You got skills, baby. You got it all going on. Well, anyway, yeah, rabbis up on sex charges.
I think we're the only people who are not charged this morning.
Yeah, but we're in more trouble than all of them. Yeah. Anyway, we got to take a break. I don't want to fall far behind, and we'll get the show going. Robin, of course, was with Muhammad Ali last night.
I have officially entered.
I heard, from what I hear about your speech last night, you're not Robin Quivers anymore. You're Robin X.
Oh, no.
That's the word on the street.
Oh, boy.
All I heard about is how black people can't get hotel rooms when they come and visit you.
Well, they couldn't at one time in this country. You forget.
Right.
You always had this nice, cushy life where you could go wherever you wanted.
Yeah.
But it wasn't always that way.
Oh, boy. I don't want to hear about this.
Oh, boy. I told you I was going to become a different person last night. I was going to be the serious Robin.
And I heard you went on for 7 minutes.
Hey, it takes a lot of time to talk about Muhammad Ali.
Madonna's whole speech was 2 minutes. Yours was 7.
Yeah, she had nothing to say.
Really? Did the champ appreciate your words, or was he just like was he dozing?
All right, if you wanted to have this discussion, I told you I'm not going to entertain any of that nonsense today.
Yeah, we'll hear a serious discussion.
And I got re-indoctrinated as to how incredible he was. I'm not going to listen to your crap.
Yeah.
Well, here we go.
So, what happened? Did he pay attention?
It was so dark up there on the stage, I couldn't see a thing. I couldn't see one person in the audience. I wouldn't know.
So you don't even know if he paid attention?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you for sure what happened during my speech.
What happened, Papa Fooey?
Well, we'll be listening to Robin's speech, Madonna's speech, and Joe Frazier's very short, heartfelt speech.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he stumbles over a couple of words, and I'm not even sure he's positive why he's there.
Well, he ran in at the last minute. You have to give him credit.
Oh. When am I going to get tribute? All right, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back right after these words.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. More after this. 97.1 The Eagle.
6:17 at The Eagle. This is Brad Baxter, Eagle. It's 6:20 at 97.1 The Eagle.
Howard Harley and Fuel Clock. 97.1 The Eagle. You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. Once again, Howard Stern.
Yeah. Thank you. That was
Well,
weird.
short.
Yeah, what happened there, Fred?
That was very strange.
There was no music behind it.
I know.
Yeah, that was weird. Wow. Really bummed me out. Scott, the engineer, didn't handle that right. So anyway, we get a fax here. Everyone's curious about how your night went, your big triumphant night, Robin, after writing
I
Quivers
said
of Life.
to someone this morning, I don't speak to people anymore. I only speak to Muhammad.
Yeah. Get over it. So,
You should have provided my theme music to that orchestra last night. When they announced me, they played When the Red, Red Robin Comes Bob, Bob, Bobbing Along.
wow. I got to hear. I hope that's on our tape. Yeah. So how much did it cost? Like this was a charity event, so what did people pay to sit in the audience?
It depended. You know, it was in increments, and I don't remember what the lowest one was, but I think, you know, for if you wanted to get a table, it was $10,000 or something.
Yeah, because it says, Robin, how was your meeting with Ali? Did you meet Madonna? How did the speech go? Did you cry? Did he cry? Did he know he was crying?
Oh.
There's a tremendous amount of questions. And what happens when you got there?
Yeah, they took us back into this little area.
Green room, like?
So, yeah, they called it a green room. Of course, it's never green, just
Right.
another little partitioned-off room.
What color was the room? I'm kidding. All right, so you go in this room, and who's in there? Ali?
No, nobody's in there. Me and Don are in there, and we're
Don, your agent.
Yeah.
Right.
Standing there freezing because it was like this studio when Scott's regulating the temperature.
And what were you wearing? Were you wearing a low-cut gown?
No, I was not. I was wearing a Nehru jacket.
Were you afraid that Ali would see your two beautiful chests and think they were speed bags?
Absolutely not.
Hey, ring the bell. I'm ready. So you're back in the green room, but you're the only one in the green room. And don't you feel like, hey, why am I the only one in the green room? Where is everyone else?
Well, actually, it was nice to be in there because there were another group of people sort of milling around out in this big hallway.
Yeah.
And nobody ever knows what to say to anybody. So I felt better stepping out of that.
Not having to entertain everyone.
Yeah, and getting back into this room all by ourselves.
Because you're like me, you feel like you should be talking if you're around a bunch of people.
Right, you're supposed to have something to say.
Right. So you went into the green room, and you were the only one in there with Don. And
Right.
then,
All of a sudden, a back door opens.
Yeah.
And this whole entourage, including Muhammad Ali, his wife, and child, come in.
All black guys?
No, well, it was a bunch of black people and one white woman, I guess. I don't know. I can't remember.
Where the white woman at?
Some security people, too.
I
see. White and black.
Does he like a whole crowd of black people, though, that he hangs
No.
with? No?
No.
Interracial?
It was just a photographer, really, that was with him, his wife, his son, and this assistant who was a woman, white woman.
Oh, so you picked the right room to be in because you were in there with Muhammad, your hero.
Yeah, so he walked in and...
Is his wife a hot piece of ass, or is she just okay?
She's a beautiful woman.
But is she really hot, or is she just okay?
No, she's just a
good body?
No.
No?
I wouldn't say.
Chubby?
These Muslim women wear all these,
really?
swaddling clothes.
She was wrapped in cloth?
She had tons of cloth.
Really?
And, something over her head.
And a headdress.
Yeah. I don't know why that's funny. But anyway.
So she was all dressed up like she was in Africa
like
or something.
she lives in the desert.
Right. This is America. So, all right. So
I don't know. Maybe they live in a desert when they're not here.
So you really couldn't get a good look at her because she's all swabbed up.
Well, you could see her. But
Right.
She's a beautiful woman.
Beautiful princess in robes, almost.
Yes.
Yes. And sandals?
I couldn't see her feet. Too much
Right.
clothes.
Too much clothes. Wrapped from head to toe.
Absolutely.
Wow. Lucky champ. Were they chanting as they walked in or
No,
nothing like that?
no.
And they sit down and does the champ...
No, they did. Everybody's just sort of standing around.
And does the champ say hello or you just say hello?
He just stood around, in the room for a minute, and then he walked over to us and started doing magic tricks.
Hey, it was like, hey, how you doing?
No, he doesn't talk at this point.
Oh, he just walks over and starts doing magic, like a mime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he just came over to you and said, hey, do you want to see some magic
No,
tricks?
he didn't say anything.
He just decided to do magic
He
tricks.
just came over and started doing magic tricks.
Watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat. Where's the rabbit? I forget what a rabbit with a hat. I have a hat.
I beg your pardon.
Where's my kufi? So he just, that's kind of bizarre. Was it odd?
No, he has a disease, Howard.
No, I'm just saying. No, was it odd? You mean that was part of his disease, that you do magic tricks?
He can't speak at this point. He could barely speak above a whisper a few years ago.
Yeah.
So it's very difficult for him to speak.
Oh, I see. So in other words, you came over smiling, and as a gesture of friendship, now what kind of magic tricks did he do?
He kept making this little red handkerchief appear and disappear.
Then after a while, did he say, hey, Muhammad, I've seen it already? I've been to Six Flags Great Adventure.
You know how a magician will do something first, and then he'll say, did you see where it went? He was sort of gesturing with his hands, and he'd say, no, I don't know where it is. And then he'd pull it out, and then he'd do it again and say, watch, do it slower.
Yeah.
And he'd do it slower. You still couldn't see where it went. And then he'd do it slower again, and then finally he showed us how the trick worked.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, like Penn and Teller, he would show you how it did it.
Yes.
Yeah, my grandfather used to do that. Right before he died, he was about 100 years old, I think. He got completely senile.
Oh,
He'd sit there with a little red cloth.
Oh, yeah, your grandpa.
Yeah.
Right.
Go show you a trick. I'm going to pull my head out of a hat. All right, so that was kind of touching, right? So you must have been overwhelmed because that's your hero.
Yeah.
And
it was very sweet.
And the hands were still quick with the trick?
Well, his hands aren't quick, but he does the trick very well. You can't really see what he's doing.
Did you applaud? I mean, you must have kissed his ass in some way at this point.
Well, we were saying, wow, that's really great. I can't see where it's going. And then finally he takes, the thing, he pulls the thing off and shows you where he's putting the little red handkerchief.
Right.
And you're like, oh, that's incredible, you know.
I thought the handkerchief, buttocks. Come here, my lovely.
And then, of course, by that time, a ton of people poured into the room because they heard he was there, and he started this whole picture taking.
Oh, so you mean, in other words, you had your intimate moment, and then all of a sudden everyone ruined it by coming in.
No, nobody ruined it. We were done, and then it was.
You were probably glad, maybe.
No. It really was very natural and comfortable. There was never a moment of discomfort.
So when you would talk during the magic trick, Ali wouldn't answer you. He would just keep. He would just keep doing it. But he could have talked if he wanted to. It's just difficult.
You'd have to be very close. You know, he did talk to people that he knew very well when they came up to greet him, but he'd have to talk right up to their ear.
I see. Because what does he have again?
Parkinson's syndrome.
And it takes away your voice?
It has something to do with motor
vocal cords
skills, you know, and you just lose the ability to.
Is that a motor skill?
Maintain your. There are muscles in your throat that make all of this work. Yes, Howard.
Yeah, I don't have any muscles anyway, so I don't have to worry about that. I have no motor in there.
Oh.
I have some skills. Oh, baby, you have skills.
But it's really a nervous system condition.
I'm nervous, so I have that. That I know I'm nervous.
Any number of things.
So, okay, so you meet him, and then I guess it's time to... I'm going to skip over some parts here and just get you up on stage. So they usher you out onto this dais, right?
No, there was no dais. They were all tables in the audience, and then they just had a band up on a stage and a lectern.
So were you at a table with Muhammad? No.
No.
But you were at one of the tables, and you have to stand up...
I was at the table with Freddie Roman.
Oh. Gee. Way to go.
The master of ceremony.
And what table was Madonna at?
She didn't sit at any table. She did just what Gary said. She showed up to give the award, and then she disappeared.
So, but let me ask you something.
She appeared and disappeared.
Where
does another magic trick?
She has to be in the building sort of ready to go. I mean,
no, well, she didn't come in until way after everything started, and they must have stashed her back in one of those rooms after, because even Muhammad sat there through the entire dinner.
How come that my people never know how to stash me somewhere, and then... How come I'm always waiting around?
You don't have the right people. You got to get with Madonna.
Yeah, so I'm always waiting around. You know, I go over to the Letterman show. I'm the first one there. I'm waiting around. Everyone's yanking me off. I mean, it's just unbelievable. I want to show up at the last minute. I'm in the hall with a janitor. You know what I mean?
Nobody has your room open. It's incredible.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. What?
You know what's a really weird thing I noticed in the green room at Letterman?
Yeah.
None of the stars are in there anymore.
I know.
And then and
well, I don't go in there.
That's only recent, but for a long time it used to be like you were the only guy in there.
I know. I used to go, and then I said, "Hey, schmuck, what am I doing?"
Yeah,
in
nobody
there?
else is in there.
Remember the time Sharon Stone was on?
Yeah.
And like Sharon Stone had her own room.
Yeah.
And we're sitting in there with like 80 people.
We're sitting in there with a kid who knows how to spell, and you know.
Oh, you're with the stupid pet trick. I mean, we sat in there with animals.
Yeah. Yeah, they used to just say to me, "Well, come on now, you're on next. You go in the green room." So I go in there, and I'm sitting there with like stupid pet trick people.
But did you notice that there came a time when they sort of perceived that you were bigger, and then they said, "Now you have your own room"?
Yeah.
Like you didn't even used to get your own room.
Yeah.
You get makeup and they throw you in there.
Hall.
I know. Like I'm some desperate comedian. You know, like
that guy who sits on the couch waiting to be bumped.
Yeah. Yeah, like the guy who plays the brother on Frasier. You know.
Right, he was in the green room.
Yeah, he got bumped.
And you weren't even in there that time.
No, I don't go in there anymore. It just sort of happened.
But I can remember a time when everybody used to go. Remember that time we were standing in there with Carl Lewis, and once it was Chris Evert.
Yeah, we were all over in there.
But it stopped happening.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. Well, they do it that like this on the Tonight Show. You end up sitting on a couch with each other. You never do see any of the other guests. That's why when Robin said to me yesterday they're rerunning with some show you were on with John Cougar Mellencamp, I said, I never saw him. I got in, I got out.
I don't know if you did a show with him.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny. It goes to show how much Letterman thinks of the green room.
Yeah.
One time we called and tried to get your cousins into the show or something, and they said, well, they can't go in the audience, but they can sit in the green room.
Yeah. All I know is...
So we've been back there with audience.
Yeah, for years I've been in that green room talking to people going, who are you? They go, well, we're just audience members.
Because I was in there once with a woman who says she submits jokes to David from time to time, and he uses them.
Yeah, I know. And it was always a bunch of his writers all struggling to laugh at their own jokes.
Well, sometimes you used to hang out in the makeup room
because
there was no place else to go.
I couldn't even get in the green room. There were so many people in there, and then I'd hang out, and all the writers would pile in, and each one of them would go, oh, my God, I wrote that. Oh, no, he's not getting any laughs. I was like, oh, Jesus, who wants to be in here? This is like a morgue.
Yeah, it wasn't a fun room.
Yeah. All right, so anyway, let me do this. I'll take a break, and then we can play your speech from last night. And 7 minutes.
You have to?
Yeah.
I think that it was a very special event.
Yeah. I heard it was like a real
special context, and I don't want it made a mockery of.
Oh, it will be. I heard you became Felicia Ayres Allen Rashad.
I was Angela Davis.
Yeah, and I heard you were like Malcolm X, Robin X. When black people could not get a hotel room, Muhammad was there. Kill Whitey.
If you read my book, you'd already know all that.
I jogged on the white man's face.
I jogged on your face.
Yeah. I happen to be white.
I didn't pick any white man. Kemosabe.
If Muhammad Ali was in a boxing ring beating up guys, I'm working with Robin. She's jogging on my face. Thanks. I didn't see Muhammad Ali doing a damn thing.
He did incredible things.
Yeah, he beat up some guys. He beat up some other black guys.
The punching bag.
He beat up white guys, too.
Well, there's some nerve.
He was an equal opportunity guy.
Yeah. He's a bully. He's a bully is what he is.
Bully. Yeah. He was incredible. And looking at those tape pieces last night, you forget how absolutely incredible he was.
I remember the days of the Negro Baseball League.
No, I don't.
Hail, Jackie.
Baby, Jackie does.
Jackie Robinson, our hero.
Oh, guess who else I met?
Who?
Sammy Davis Jr.'s mother.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
She must be thrilled.
She came over to say hello to Freddie Roman.
Oh, boy.
And Freddie then decided to introduce me. She goes, oh, I know who that is.
No.
That's Robin. I've been watching her on TV.
Yeah, well, let me tell you something. You should have told her I feel bad for her. My condolences.
She seems to be doing fine.
Yeah. That's Sammy. Was some prince among men. She raised some son. Some prince.
I think it was another part of the family that didn't do so well. She's doing fine.
Sammy Davis Jr., this skeeve.
He's a dead man now.
Well, I don't care what he is. He's a skeeve. He has a wife and a child, and he doesn't leave him a penny. He went out and spent money on those friggin' rings.
Well, should his wife have said something during the time he was living?
Listen.
Honey, maybe you shouldn't buy so much jewelry?
Who knows? I don't know the dynamic between Sammy Davis Jr. and his wife, but a man who is a responsible man, a guy who made millions like Sammy Davis Jr., could certainly have left his wife and kid.
Could it have gone
couple of
to
bucks.
the medical bill?
No, I don't think so. Nice try. Yeah. Well, all right. Let me take a break, and I want to hear your outrageous speech.
If you make fun of my speech, I'm never speaking to you again, except when I have to.
All right. So we're going to hear your speech. Also, we're going to hear Madonna. Madonna. And also, hopefully Freddie Roman yelling. All right. We'll be back right after these words.
We'll be back with the Howard Stern Show. Don't go away. 97.1 The Eagle.
634 at the Eagle. This is Brad Baxter. It's 638 at 97.1 The Eagle.
Call Howard on the Eagle's toll-free line, 1-800-54-STERN.
Yeah, baby.
We're back with the Howard Stern Show.
Rock
Here's
me.
Howard.
Oh, I wish I could play like that. I got to practice. Who is that, Fred? That the guy from Metallica?
Sounds like Megadeth.
Megadeth? I got to learn how to play like that. I got to get some lessons.
What?
Just really busy. You know what I'm saying? I don't have time to do that.
Oh, you want to play?
Yeah. I got to get into the studio. All right, so let me hear a little bit of your speech, Robin.
I really wish you wouldn't do this.
And I can't wait.
It was between me and Ali.
And I can't wait to hear the delivery. It was a being who once said.
Get you.
It was a wise being that once said.
I delivered it the same way I deliver everything here.
All right.
I think.
That means you didn't need a microphone, right? You've got a booming voice.
Over there.
So anyway, I heard like Freddie Roman is that Friars Club comic who is the host, and you said he was yelling the whole time?
Yes.
Freddie
tells every joke like this.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
Hey, I speak up. Hey!
What's wrong with that?
We just got word from the TV stations. The O.J. Simpson case has been held over for another season.
Oh, boy. Man.
Just thought I'd let you know.
Yeah. All right, so anyway, let me see what I got here first. I think you're first.
Nobody informed you?
No. No.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now my pleasure to present a best-selling author of her own autobiography and one of our country's leading radio personalities. From K-Rock Radio.
You sound kind of important. At least you're getting some respect.
The young lady that makes Howard Stern look good every morning. Please welcome Ms. Robin Quivers.
Ms. Proper. Red Robin comes bobbing along. Oh, and the red robin comes bobbing along. A song, yeah. Hi, ladies and gentlemen. How are you? Oh, man. Wake up, you sleepyhead.
That means you, Ali.
That's why they played it. Wake up, you sleepyhead.
Wake up, you sleepyhead. Stop that nasty disease. Stop baking.
I heard George Foreman got up and said a few words.
George Foreman?
Oh, who was there? Someone said about...
Frazier.
Oh, Joe Frazier. Oh, yeah. That makes more sense. Because someone said he mumbled for like 45 seconds. He said, we got to stop the disease. We got to stop this disease.
You got to give, because we got to stop... Thank you.
I think we got that on tape, too. All right, so Red Wait, let's... I got to hear that again.
You can't pour a Rat intro.
See, that should be my theme music.
Who was the band, Van Halen? Along the red robin come bobbing along. Sing it, a song. Hey.
Thank you very much. I wondered what they were going to play.
I'm nervous.
Why?
I don't know.
What you were going to play? I pummed it all the way down in the cab ride.
Were you nervous speaking to all those hosers?
No, I was nervous speaking about Ali.
No, I see. Okay. And was Ali at least at a table near you, so you could?
Oh yeah,
okay.
But you couldn't see anything up there.
So you couldn't even get his reaction to what you were saying.
You couldn't get reaction to anything. You couldn't see a face.
Did you see him afterwards so he could say, hey,
no,
give you a hug or something?
No.
Nothing. Okay, great. Terrific. And if you hadn't been that chance meeting in the green room, you never would have even met him.
No. We had there was always a photo op.
Okay. I see. All right.
Wealth of
Wait, I got to stop. I don't want to miss.
What are you doing?
Rewinding. That's all.
There's a wealth of evidence to support the claims of greatness when it comes to Muhammad Ali. You've already seen evidence of Muhammad's showmanship, and in a little while you'll be treated to evidence of his glory in the boxing ring. But when it comes to judging...
Yeah, you sound a little nervous.
I am nervous.
Yeah. Sounds like what?
Sounds like she's ready to cry.
Yeah.
I'm very emotional about Muhammad. You wacko. All right, I'm leaving. They have this fun without me. I don't
no,
need
you're
to
going to sit here. Hey, when we played my air checks, I sat here.
I don't need to be here.
Yeah, well.
Oh, is that what it feels like?
Yeah. Welcome to the club.
We've all been in the bathroom. My nightmare.
Welcome to my nightmare.
With a role model. How do you do that? Well, since he was one of my role models, I thought I'd be the best person to answer that question.
You needed me at your side. Just to relax you. You know how I do that for you.
Yeah, you relax.
You know how calm you would be. If I was sitting right next to you, you would have been all calm. Right? Tell the truth.
I don't think so, Howard.
Come on. Right, guys?
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
I don't think that I would want to be in a room with you and Mohammed.
Was she with the E-Guys before she went on?
What do you mean with the E-Guys?
With the camera crew?
Yeah. Were you nervous before you went up?
No, it's nerve-wracking to speak in front of a bunch of people. I hate it.
I didn't care about those people. I cared about whether I was going to be able to express how incredibly important Muhammad had been in my life.
I see.
It was.
I know.
What? All right, I'm leaving. I can't take it. I really can't. I can't. You never finished.
Well, we're going to bust your balls in front of you.
You never finished your tapes of that.
Oh, I will. We'll do that today.
Do it right after this.
Okay.
America was a different place when Muhammad Ali came along.
Yeah.
In the 60s, the early 60s, it was a quite different scene.
Freddie Roman was probably saying, try to yell, and then you won't sound nervous. That's what I do. I yell. I yell out every line. It was different in the 60s.
I told you I wanted to be able to read, but I couldn't see it.
Yeah, well, that's kind of weird. I mean, did Madonna have like a prepared speech or?
Everybody. What do you mean? Did Madonna have a prepared?
Like,
I was prepared too.
Yeah, no. I'm saying, did Madonna have a piece of paper that was like that she read
but she
from?
had a little card where the writing was blown up.
Yeah, now, why don't they give you that?
I had prepared my own speech.
Oh, I see. Oh, they wrote something
down. And I
down
didn't
for her.
realize it was going to be that dark.
Right.
Little girl, I remember meeting a bunch of my parents' friends in a cramped little hotel room in Washington, D.C. They had come in from Virginia, and before they did, they knew they were bringing a busload of people, so they made reservations in one of the hotels. But when those dozens of black people walked into the lobby of that hotel room and tried to register, they were told the hotel was...
Robin X. Uh-oh. Wow. You've got your own...
This stuff did happen, didn't it? I'm not making it up.
Wow. Did you have your hand in a fist?
Yes.
When the black people got off the bus, much to the horror of the...
Get back on.
Get on the bus.
Oh, get that music off.
And that there was no reservation in their names.
Oh.
They tried 12 more hotels before they found
Is that true,
one that
12?
would take them. And they only had about 3 rooms, so they would cram themselves into that little area, and they were happy to do so because they didn't think there was another hotel in Washington, D.C., the nation's capital.
Gee, every hotel I went to in Washington, D.C., I couldn't get a hotel.
Open the doors.
I tried to get a white hotel. I couldn't find one. Go figure. I missed it by about 20 years.
See, you came at the wrong time.
I had black people on the hall with me.
Capital that would take them. That had been going on for a long time in this country, and as a result of so much mistreatment, black people started to take the blame.
Wow.
They thought maybe it's our fault that we're treated so badly and no one will give us our rights, so we decided we'd better do something about it.
Now you calm down. Now you're on a roll. Now you're on a roll. All of a sudden you've forgotten, and you've forgotten Ali, and you're rolling now.
She's in touch with her anger now.
Yeah.
I'm going to be in touch with you in a minute.
The wheels have caught the dirt.
Oh, yeah.
And I see the connection to boxing.
There is no connection to boxing. I wasn't here to talk about Muhammad as a fighter. I was talking about him as a role model.
All right, take it easy, huh? Just calm down over there.
I knew my role, and I stuck to it.
All right.
Maybe he was the desk clerk.
Was Muhammad Ali the desk clerk? I knew it.
I'm going
at the
over
hotel.
There, and I'm going to do an OJ on all of you.
At this point, Muhammad's head was in the pudding.
My elbow's in it.
What is she talking about? What hotel? We can't get a room at the hotel.
Was that there? What was that face on? Where's my suitcase?
She trying to tell me something?
We going on a trip?
Yeah. We going on a bus?
I love trips.
Where's the black people on the bus?
I must be sick. I thought she was going to talk about me.
All right, let's get back to the speech.
What if we acted better, dressed properly, kept our eyes down and our voices low, maybe white people would accept us. It was about this time in history that Muhammad Ali came along. The civil rights movement had started, and people had gotten together and said, you know, this stuff is wrong, even though we do think it's partly our fault. But
you should have wore a low-cut top during this.
Yeah.
Nobody would have seen it anyway.
That's the only mistake I hear so far.
Oh, you.
Oh, they would have seen. A serious speech with a low-cut top always works.
Well, that's what Trudy did. That's the one mistake I made.
Oh, and your loveliest asset was probably completely covered. Ali couldn't see what he needed to see. You know, for Ali, I thought you would show them.
Oh.
Hey, look at that. I don't care what she says.
I'm not trying to entice Ali.
Hey, I wish my wife would dress like that. Sit them Arab robes.
Just in a tent.
Yeah, why don't you dress like Robin? Come here, I'll smack you.
Are we going camping or what?
I beg your pardon.
Hey, if we take off my wife's clothes, we can set up a tent.
Yeah. We don't need a hotel room. Get a cook stove.
Black people didn't need hotels. They just take their clothes. Hey, look at her beautiful chest. She's right about everything. Ali's a guy, you know what I mean?
Well, there were women who recognized that, too.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, I can still, one part of my body don't need no motor.
I can't talk, but I can see.
My eyes don't have no motors there. I I got my motor skills in my eyes.
Really don't know what to do about it, and we were struggling trying to figure out how to be black and proud. And all of a sudden there was this young man on the scene screaming and wildly gesticulating and not following any of the rules.
Now you're rolling. Now I like what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
That's about me. I hear my name being mentioned, gesticulating.
What the hell is gesticulating?
What the hell she talking about?
What is that?
What she mean? I never gesticulated.
Man, you never got caught.
Never got caught anyway.
All right.
Police would have put me away 3 years.
I should never do anything nice with this crow.
Look like a butterfly, gesticulate like a bee.
That's it, Brett.
Nothing wrong with gesticulate.
What is it?
I wish this was over already.
Why don't she unbutton her top?
Quite frankly, didn't know what to make of him.
I bet you he writes you a letter or something. This sounds pretty good, this speech. No, I'm being serious. I mean, you prepared, and, you said something of intelligence. I'm sure Madonna was like,
I'm this and he's that.
Yeah.
I'm this and he's
was
that.
that really it?
Yeah, that was exactly it. She compared herself to Ali. There's a lot we have in common.
Yeah. I dye my head once a week. And Ali wishes he was dead after my speech.
I saw him the first time when he was at a press conference or some sort of thing, screaming at this guy named Sonny Liston.
Yeah, poor Sonny was in big trouble.
You didn't know it yet.
Yeah. Sonny had to pay his bookie.
I didn't know anything about boxing, but I was about to get a crash course because people couldn't stop talking about him. The next thing I knew, he was everywhere. You couldn't get away from him. And I thought, my goodness, we're fighting for our rights. We all need to behave, and look at what he's doing. He's going to ruin it for everybody.
Ooh, I got goosebumps.
In no time at all, I was like everybody else.
Good speech. Hey, look at you over there. Hey, good for you. I hate when people say, hey, good for you.
Very nice, very nice.
Very nice.
Excellent.
Look at you, now you're rolling. Now they can't stop you.
But if I had been able to see, I had a beautiful, eloquent speech written. This is this is what I can remember.
Oh, my. They ruined you.
Yes,
It's always people out to get you.
I know.
It's so wrong.
Gesticulating during the speech.
I wanted Sonny Liston to kick his butt and make him go away so that he wouldn't mess up things for everybody else. But thank goodness I didn't get my wish. Muhammad wouldn't go away. He didn't disappear. And the more I
What's she saying? Did she want me to lose the fight to Liston? Get her off this here stage.
Out of here.
They're like totally missing it.
Well, what the hell is she talking about? I thought she was my team. This ain't the Sonny Liston tribute. I gotta hit her. Who's Sonny Liston?
Oh, Jackie, you're terrible.
the more I began to like him. I didn't quite know why at first, but I had to admit he was kind of fun to watch. And after I'd heard him scream, "I am the greatest," 3 or 4 times, I started to realize why.
Robin is the greatest.
He was fun, and he was also very proud of who he was.
Come in and have a windscreen on that microphone. These bastards. For God's sakes, please.
Yeah.
I'm going to write a
But
letter.
I'm usually
What is
not
the name
that
of that?
breathy either. I was just terribly nervous.
No, that's windscreen.
Maybe she's bumping into it with her chest.
Yeah.
I'll be quiet. How dare you?
How dare you?
Muhammad must have dug this speech. But who would know? You couldn't even see his reaction. That
I
sucks.
couldn't see a thing.
Oh.
That ain't right. Maybe the E-Crew got a reaction shot of him.
I doubt it. They were all the cameras were all the way in the back of the room.
How come I don't see any pictures of this in the newspaper? Madonna was there, you were there, there were people there.
I don't know.
He couldn't imagine anything better than being Muhammad Ali. I had never seen a black...
People dropping their forks.
Busboy's cleaning up.
Yeah, right.
You want that pie? She's still talking.
What's she talking about?
Something about gesticulating.
Can't act like that before. He didn't even seem to know he was...
This is your serious voice. You are so serious. Oh, boy. There's nothing funny going on here. You're not... no laughing going on here.
People didn't know I could talk without laughing.
Wow. This is the serious Robin.
I told you I was going to do a Trudy Styler.
Yeah. Wow.
I was going to be serious.
Yeah, well, at least you didn't read slow.
I would have. I couldn't.
As time went on, I became one of Ali's biggest supporters. And later I learned the true meaning of I am the greatest. Ali didn't wait for someone to tell him who he was or what he should think of himself. And suddenly we all realized how foolish it was for...
In other words, he had pride in himself, so that it was okay for black people to have pride in themselves, right?
No. That's what you're supposed to be able to decide who you are and what you are.
Without worrying about what people think.
Not the rest of the world,
right.
Yes.
See, I got it. I just wonder if Muhammad got it.
Muhammad's much more intelligent than you.
Really?
Much more, yeah.
I could have been a brain surgeon.
No, I didn't say that. He didn't have the training or education to be a brain surgeon, but he was brilliant.
I was very smart.
Could have been a treat surgeon.
Maybe not a brain surgeon.
No patients die.
Us to have been waiting for people who were obviously hostile to us to tell us we were okay and to give us our rights, which belonged to us at birth.
There's a whole black thing going down here. This is a whole black thing.
That's what Ali was all about.
Yeah, this is a whole black thing.
Yes.
I don't feel proper listening to this.
What percentage of the audience was black?
None.
Oh, it was mostly white people? Really?
They're all white people, except for a few black faces.
Honkies.
You people need to hear this.
Right. This stuff.
What the hell is he talking about? I'm getting real uncomfortable here.
Yeah, I came for a night of boxing.
Jeez, listen to this rabble.
What is this, a Black Power meeting?
You notice that every Jackie references to food, he's still talking about eating.
What did they serve, anyway?
They served filet mignon. Oh!
Chicken soup!
Did they have soup? Cheese soup?
Clams? Don't you even try to put this on me.
Hey, what's the matter? No ribs? That a Muhammad Ali black thing? No ribs and watermelon?
Chicken.
And with fried chicken?
Don't even try to put this on me.
Did you people wear shoes?
You will not.
Was it catered by the Colonel?
Carry on all you want. Play two more words, it's back on her.
I got it off me for a while, didn't I?
Nice try.
In one simple phrase, Ali had summed up the entire civil rights fight. He was an incredible man, and if that had been the only lesson he had taught, that would have assured his place in history. But he went on and on.
Boy, he must have wet his pants by now. Hey, she really likes me. Oh, you got to get some interaction with the guy going now. He's probably all... I mean, you're making some good points there.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
How could he not come seek you out?
Yeah, he should have, hugged you.
He was crying at the end of the evening. He was so touched.
You're so hungry. They didn't serve dinner.
They did serve dinner.
I'd like to eat. Could everyone stop talking?
You ate already.
I was watching everybody do this speech. I forgot to eat. Man. I was wondering when the show would start, and I realized I was looking at the wall, facing the wrong way the whole time.
Just play my speech. I'd rather you make fun of me.
I thought it was a radio show.
I'm the lady from the radio, Robin.
And then I saw.
And they had my chair pointed the wrong way.
What a dog show. Need more action.
We should be able to see the people talking.
At these prices.
Is this on radio? No, I'm not going to start.
And when he finally decided that he could not accept that draft notice and encourage other young black people to go to Vietnam and fight a war in a country that would not give them their rights, he risked everything. He was at the height of his career. He was the heavyweight champion of the...
Did you start crying during it? I was hoping you would cry.
If I had read my script, it would have made me cry. Oh, just keep going.
That would have been great.
I got a question.
What?
If you were supposed to do 2 minutes, but you couldn't see your script, how could it have been 7.5 minutes without the script? How long would it have been with the script?
You see all these pauses?
Yeah, that's you looking for the words.
That's me thinking up what I'm going to say next.
Oh, you couldn't read from the script at all?
I couldn't. You know, it was just too hard to see the small print in the dark. And so I just started winging it.
Buckwell doesn't carry a pocket flashlight for you?
It really was the size of the print that was the problem.
Really?
In that small space.
Well, there's got to be someone we can blame for that.
No, it's my fault.
What?
What? Say that again. Wait a minute. What date is it?
Look, mark this date in history. Robin did something wrong.
Well, anyway, it's a very touching speech.
Oh, don't stop.
Do you think I should keep going?
Oh, please.
I'm about to make some of the best points.
Are you? All right. Well, jeez.
No hurry.
World, and in boxing, that means you have a ticket to write your own check. But he gave it all up because he's a man of his beliefs. And he proved that he was more than just...
Wait, I heard some applause.
Yeah, there were people. I got them shrieking like they were at a church meeting.
What happened?
No, that was somebody slapping their head to stay awake.
Shut up, you.
Muhammad, wake up! Muhammad!
What happened? What happened? Why are you clapping so loud?
She's about to make a point. Oh, it's over? Oh, it's over. It's over. Somebody found a flashlight to read his speech. She's taking a little bit long.
We gonna eat now?
We had already eaten, thank you.
Listen, if I start to doze off, you people just clap, all right? Or is she taking a lot of pauses? I thought it was my brain again. I always think I'm all hearing every other word.
A rich and famous guy who cared about a buck.
Ooh, Robin, way to go.
What made Ali...
Uh-oh, now you're on fire. Now I hear a whole new energy coming up.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Encouragement. All right, here's belt battles, you imbeciles.
No, I'm going to teach you. Wow, that all you needed was that. Because, at first you don't know, like, are they listening?
You can't see a face. You can't hear
Whoa.
it. You can't. You're up there. It's like you're talking to nothing.
Maybe they thought it was over and they started clapping.
Oh, I don't think so.
And that he was what he believed about himself. He went on to teach us...
Meanwhile, Freddie Roman looks like a buffoon next to this speech. It's like, hey, everybody!
How to fight, how to stand up for ourselves, how to win, how to lose, and how to come back from defeat.
Say it.
I think that...
I heard somebody yell out something.
Yeah, I told you. I had him going.
And those are white people. Imagine you had a few blacks in the audience. You would have been wild.
The way he has lived his life is the greatest contribution that he has made to society.
Thank God the band didn't start playing to cut you off. That's what happened to Frank Sinatra at the goddamn Emmy Awards.
Well, did Frank really have anything to say? Hello, baby.
Baby, you should just go, baby, I love you.
Where are you, baby?
No, where's Barbara? Where's Barbara?
There's my baby.
Barbara, I love you, baby.
You love me?
You love me. Yeah, she loves you. You're 100 years old. She can't take her eyes off you.
The only place you'll say it is on TV at this point.
Right.
Nobody wants to be role models anymore. Yet Ali continues meeting every challenge willingly, unflinchingly, and without complaint.
Well, this is the big wind-up.
Yeah.
No, because I've read some of the speech.
Forging ahead, clearing a path so that others can follow.
I think it's a good speech. I mean, I'm with you. I mean, you're not boring me.
Well, thank you.
Are you guys bored?
No, never.
Oh, okay. You guys said that like you're afraid to say it.
No, not at all. Fine with me. You start it over and play it again. I think we do it once
I'm
an hour.
proud to claim Ali as my role model. And I'm sad for a generation that has no Ali of its own.
Ooh. You're sad for this next generation?
Yeah, poor bastard.
They have no Ali. They have no boxers. What about
They have no Ali. Ali's not just a boxer.
Well, isn't there another boxer who could be like Ali for this generation?
They could be, but they aren't.
What about Mike Tyson? So he did a little rape time. Big deal.
Please. Don't remember that. Started.
Yeah, I did a little rape time.
Wait a minute, I'm going to be a Muslim this week.
There's no water protest against. I had to do something.
In closing, let me just say that I've heard that the Creator saves his greatest challenge.
Uh-oh.
A great being.
A great being.
A great being.
The Creator.
It's always God.
It's always God, man.
Always God.
At these things.
Uh-oh.
Smart move.
This was a heartfelt sentiment, so be quiet.
It was the Creator who said, it was a wise being who once said.
The great being creator. Supposed to be personally. I believe it was Jor-El.
From Krypton.
It is for those he loves best.
See, you messed it
Oh,
up.
what was it? Okay, sorry.
You're about to get killed.
Easy does it. There's always a rewind button.
Something out of
All right. Was there something out of context?
In closing, let me just say that I've heard that the Creator saves his greatest challenges for those he loves best. And if that's true, just like me, God must love Muhammad Ali.
Ooh, what? Wait, Walter Cronkite has something to say. What? Hey, wait a second. You don't call, you say the creator. That's some new age stuff. Yeah. The creator.
I didn't want to offend anyone.
Right. Wow. Is he the creator?
Who?
Who is the creator? Isn't that Lex Luthor?
No, he's the super villain.
It was a creator who once said, all beings must come from the same place, the seed and the egg. It was the creator who once said, all right, turn that off.
What is this, the Discovery Channel?
Wow, listen to these applause. You got them on their feet. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to tell a joke.
And now I'm going to try to do a little Ali for you.
Uh-oh. What did you put on, boxing gloves?
Let's go to the videotape. Here are some career highlights of the man who made all those colorful round predictions before each of his fights come true. Predictions like, he will go in 8 to prove that I'm great. If he wants to go to heaven, I'll take him in 7.
Yes.
He'll be in worser fix if I cut it to 6. And if he keeps talking jive, I'll cut it to 5. 4, 3, 2, 1.
What? And then they didn't have the tape ready.
No, the tape went right away, yes.
Wow. And Freddie Roman get up?
He comes back after to... no, I think Madonna just walks out after the videotape. So he comes back at the end.
Ladies and gentlemen, wasn't that great? Huh? You got to be proud of that. Huh? Right? Role model, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Role model.
Yeah.
See, she loved him.
Yeah.
All right. Let's hear from someone else now. Who wants to say something? Who else I got on this tape?
Madonna.
All right, wait, let me I got a lot going on today. Let me just take a break. I want to hear what Madonna has to say.
About herself.
What stupid self-serving remarks she had to say. And Fred the Elephant Boy's here. He has to promote something.
Oh.
And we invited him in to promote. Because when I heard what he was doing, I couldn't believe it. He's singing the Star Spangled Banner at a wrestling game.
No. Oh, please.
Yeah, I got to hear a little preview of that.
What, are we making a mockery of everything in this country?
Yeah. Maybe there'll be
serious.
more Freddie Roman. How about that Robin, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, Muhammad, did you like that? Muhammad, wake up. What? Boy, oh boy, hey, you black people really stick together, huh? That's great. That's like the Jews. Up in the Borscht Belt, they all stick together. That's smart. You're getting smart.
Yeah. Stick together. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Freddie heard your comments, wondering what he does. He says the mortgage is paid.
Yeah.
Everything's fine.
Right.
No collectors are after him. He gets paid.
He's the Jewish role model. A lot of Jews grew up worshiping Freddie Roman. All right, let's take a break.
Oh, I've got some big news for you, too. I bet you don't know who's become a new dad.
Jackie Marlowe.
Wait, let me think. Who became a new dad?
Yeah.
Like, is this a celebrity item, or...
Mm-hmm.
I know it can't be Superman. Let me think.
Woody Allen.
No. Woody Allen? What are you, high? Judd Nelson.
I don't know why you say that.
Is this a superstar?
No.
Episcopal.
Just somebody we know who's the celebrity.
Melissa Gilbert.
No.
Mel...
Liebisch, no.
Liebisch. Someone we know became a dad?
Yep.
Let me think. I know, John Bon Jovi.
No.
No, he's got a problem with Maury. Maury and Connie can't get that together. Who?
David Brenner.
What?
That's right. I didn't think you knew.
What
David
happened?
Brenner was there last night with his lovely girlfriend.
Yeah.
And he announced to me that 2 weeks ago he became a father once again. He now has a little girl.
With the girlfriend or with
the girlfriend.
Oh, man. What's that all about? What's wrong with him? I thought he had it together.
I don't know.
What, do you have another accident?
I didn't get to discuss this with him. I thought maybe we should have him on the show again.
No. Yeah, he's actually coming in about a week or so. He has to promote something with Robert Klein.
Wonderful, because is Robert Klein coming too? They make a good duo.
Yeah. Two great dads. two winners in the dad circle.
That's a sitcom.
Yeah.
My two dads.
Yeah. All right, let's take a break. Oh, congratulations to David Brenner.
Yeah.
Hey, I got another kid. Look at that. I'm 67 years old and I'm a daddy.
2 weeks ago, got a little girl.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, by the time she's 12, I'll be in a wheelchair.
She'll be younger than this kid.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I guess I didn't wear rubber again, Mama. I'm so careful with my seed. All right, let's take a break and we'll be back right after these words.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. Stay right there. 97.1 The Eagle.
7:10 at The Eagle. This is Brad Backstreet. It's 7:15 at 97.1 The Eagle.
Howard Stern all morning. Pure rock all day.
Yeah.
97.1 The Eagle. It's The Howard Stern Show. Here's Howard.
Yeah, baby. I'm really into this biking thing. I moved my bike into my bedroom so I could look at it.
You got to watch it all the time.
And then I watched the tape of the Tour de France.
Wait a minute. You don't even have the bike.
I don't keep it in the garage. I keep it in my bedroom so it doesn't get hurt.
But you don't have the custom-made one yet.
No, that one's going to sleep
Aren't
in bed
you
with me.
getting too attached
To my bike?
to this other bike?
No.
You should get rollers, too.
Yeah, I'm going to get those.
So you can, like, watch the Tour de France and ride it.
Yeah. Do you have rollers?
No, I don't have it, but I know guys that do that.
Rollers you can, like...
They put the video on and then they pedal.
Rollers you can, like, make your bike into a stationary bike.
Right. You just put it up on something so the wheels are free.
Yeah. So you can pedal in the house.
Right.
Oh. Man. Sick. I was watching these guys Tour de France. They have a... they go to France, but they don't, like, ride their bikes. It's just straight up a hill for, like, what is it, 100-something miles? 170
and
miles?
they ride like it's flat.
What is it?
It's like the whole country almost.
They ride almost the whole country of France.
Yeah, that's why I called it Tour de France.
Yeah, and it's
like
not
100
flat.
miles a day or
but these guys have worked it into, like, a whole business. One guy is
you
riding
spend
along.
all year getting ready for it.
One guy's in the lead. A car pulls up alongside him, stops. The guy is approaching a big hill. He swaps out bikes for a bike that handles hills better.
Have you ever seen the videotape? I was in a bike store once. The guy says, you got to see this. I don't know if it's on that videotape.
Yeah.
Where the guy has to go to the bathroom. They don't stop.
No, they go right in their pants.
No. The guy pulls up in a car.
Yeah. Hangs a bucket out there.
He takes a towel or something like that, lays it on the guy's seat. Now, this is while he's pedaling still.
Yeah.
He does his business. The guy in the car takes the towel away.
Oh.
He pulls up his pants and keeps going.
Makes a duty, right?
Yeah.
And what if they have to pee-pee?
I guess they just kind of like let it hang.
I've seen a guy do that. One of the guys I ride with, he can do it right off the side of his bicycle while he's pedaling. I swear the guy saw him do it.
Everything on their bike.
Yeah, I saw the guy do it.
Yeah.
And you feel real inadequate because I can hardly pedal.
They're insane.
Yeah.
They're insane.
They're like dogs.
There is no reason for that.
They pull alongside, they lay a towel on the seat, and the guy
they
does
lay a towel right on his seat. The guy does his business. And I feel sorry for the guy in the car.
Well, yeah, who wants that job?
Well, he probably gets paid a lot of money.
We got to get that video.
You got a video of that?
I don't have a video.
I've got the Tour de France.
I was in a bike store once, and a guy showed it to me.
See, I'm watching
that
this on
raw tape.
I'm watching this on ESPN. They don't show you the guy go to the
I'm
bathroom.
going to show you that.
Yeah, something interesting they don't want to show you because it gets a little dull.
You would wonder if because they're doing that. How many days does that thing last?
I don't know. There's like all kinds of rounds like this. I was watching the 11th round.
It's like. Yeah, it probably is like 11 days.
And these guys are all emaciated from pedaling all day.
Right.
Yeah, bikers. You never see people featuring bikers for their bodies.
How's the guy wipe when do they hand him toilet paper? Then you have to because otherwise they would get. Yeah,
they probably hand him toilet paper. I don't remember that part. I was
Maybe
just
the
in
guy
shock
with
that
the
the guy
towel
didn't
wipes
stop.
him.
Maybe he wipes with his seat. And then he just puts his shorts back on.
Either that or the guy wipes it for him.
I think he's wiped by the guy in the car.
It's impossible because the car is moving alongside. I saw them hand off water bottles, and it's hard to coordinate.
It looks like one of those docking things in space. Huh?
Yeah.
You hit a bump. Whoa.
That's an awful lot of pedaling.
Only guys would do such things.
Yeah. Right. Although what that Greta White used to make while she was running.
Greta White.
Yeah, but she couldn't help it. She didn't go out and do that every day.
She had diarrhea, and she was in the marathon, New York Marathon. Hey, I got to get Elephant Boy in here, so let me just finish your event. Robin was speaking about Muhammad Ali. We listened to the tape of that. I'm sorry if you missed it. And then Madonna got up, and Robin said she was real self-centered, of course.
Well, she's Madonna.
Yeah.
I can't see anything, so I'm just going to talk to a big black hole.
More lesbian stuff. I'm going to talk to a big black hole.
You might think it's strange that a girl that does what I do would be interested in a guy that does what Ali does. But if you think about it, it's not so strange. We are both from the Midwest.
Yeah, right.
We are both the personification of the American dream. We started with nothing.
Look, she's talking about herself.
Well, that's what I said.
She's such a bitch.
At least I spoke about Ali.
Right. Yeah, I thought you did real good. I told you that during the commercial.
We came from nowhere. We had a dream, and we made it come true.
Everyone's yelling, shut up.
Shut up.
What did that person yell out? That was you, I think.
That was me. I couldn't keep my mouth shut.
Shut up, you moron. That was my father.
We have both gotten into trouble for the things we've said on talk shows. And
What was she wearing? Did she look hot?
No, she was wearing some kind of a suit. It was a tailored suit.
One of those stupid suits she wears. Like, what's that designer's name? Ms. Rahi or something?
Isaac Mizrahi, I think.
Yeah, they all have, like, these suits. That Japanese dude, what's his name? Yamaguchi?
Something like that.
So she looks sexless.
Missy Yamaki or something.
Poor Ali, no one was showing cleavage. Robin's got great cleavage, she keeps it covered up. Madonna's got great cleavage, she keeps it covered up.
Well, the women who were coming to greet Ali all through his dinner, they were showing.
Oh, were they?
Yeah.
We made...
All right, screw Madonna. Madonna, I love you. Let me just get to, what's the guy's name?
Freddie Roman?
No, Joe Frazier?
Oh, Joe. Smoking Joe.
Smoking Joe. I think somebody just got him in the room and didn't tell him what it was about. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, he was the one who sounded like he was out. Where's the chance? Ali was already gone.
Yeah, right. What are we here for? Now, he's supposed to be there for a Parkinson. I think he was like, hey, can you get rid of this here disease?
Where's Ali?
Right. Where is everybody?
I just had to stop by to say hello and wish him all the luck in the world. And let's give more money to make this dreadful disease under control. Thank you very much.
Well said. I like Joe. We know Joe. Smoking Joe.
Joe came to my
Ladies and gentlemen.
Did you get ready for everyone, Freddie Woman? Well said. Did you hear it? Well said. How funny is that? Well, you gotta listen real close. Well said.
Well said.
Smoking Joe.
Smoking Joe, you know.
Dreadful disease under control. Thank you very much.
Did you hear him? Well said. Well said.
Now get off the stage so I can say the word.
Smoking Joe.
Smoking.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, there he is. Freddie
The
Roman.
former heavyweight champion, Mr. Smoking Joe Frazier.
Frazier. Oh, man. That's why I don't go to the Friars Club.
That's the dean of the Friars.
Sound like Smoking Joe was smoking something. Don't it?
Let's raise some money.
No wonder he was called Smoking Joe. I've been smoking about anything I get my hand on. I like Joe, though. We've had him on the show.
Love Joe.
Yeah.
Joe loves us.
Yeah. What's that he always says, that word?
Blow meat.
Blow meat. Blow meat.
Beat him up.
Oh, in Philly, he explained to me what blow meat was. It is really not a dirty thing, but don't ask me to tell you what he said.
Yeah. What it is. Hey, bring in Fred the Elephant Boy. Well, congratulations.
Rocking my way.
Oh, please. Hey, let's bring in Fred the Elephant Boy. Oh, there he is. How come your wrist is so limp? What, are you gay?
Hi, Joe Howard.
Hey, Elephant Boy.
Hi there.
What? I hear you. What did he say?
Hi.
Hi there.
Oh, hi there.
He's trying to say.
How you doing, brother?
Oh, I'm fine.
Why are you so mellow?
I am?
Yeah. Was Ali a fan? Were you a big fan of Ali?
Yes, I was.
You were?
Yeah.
And did you feel he helped whatever you are, elephant people? Wasn't it true when you were a young boy, all your elephant relatives tried to go to a hotel and they weren't allowed in?
I'm sorry, I didn't suffer like he has. I suffer in other ways.
All right, listen, Elephant Boy, obviously I asked you to come in because you're up to something unbelievable. You're about to sing the Star-Spangled Banner in front of people.
Yeah.
I want to ask you about that, but I got to take a short break.
Of course.
Okay, right after these words.
We'll return to the Howard Stern Show after these messages. 97.1 The Eagle.
7:24 at the Eagle. This is Brad Baxter. Eagle weather, partly cloudy skies through tonight. High today, 91. The low tonight, 70. Right now, 74 in Dallas. It's 73 in Fort Worth. Checking traffic for the Comedy Defensive Driving School in Dallas. An accident. Northbound Loop 12, Walton Walker at Singleton. Fort Worth, a couple of accidents. Both of these southbound I-35. One just past Meacham. This one's on the medium. And one right at Meacham. Police report a car hit a pole. This is all on the median. And in North Richland Hills, an accident. Eastbound North Loop 820 prior to Grapevine Highway. A two-car wreck is on the shoulder. That's adding normal delays. And that's traffic. I'm Brad Baxter on 97.1 The Eagle.
Hey, it's me again. Your car. Aren't you driving a little fast through this speed trap?
Hold on.
Told you so. Now you need to call Comedy Defensive Driving School at 8 Comedy.
A 1995 Chevy Camaro convertible, a black Harley-Davidson Sportster, including helmet, a Cal Spa billiards table, a $2,000 jewelry certificate, a Cal Spa hot tub, his and her mountain bikes, a new Westinghouse deep freezer, a 1995 Kawasaki jet ski and trailer, a black Washburn guitar, autographed by Extreme, your own garage band equipment, including a Sunlight drum set, a Yamaha bass, a Crate bass amp, and a guitar amp by Marshall, a 1995 Polaris watercraft, a $5,000 car stereo, a white Fender guitar, autographed by Charlie Sexton, 2 Harley leather jackets with chaps, your own bowling alley for a day, Showplace Lane, and a Dallas Cowboys football, autographed by players from the 70s like Roger Staubach, Mike Ditka, and others. The Fantasy Garage, total value $80,000, and one Eagle listener will win it all. Listen every day from 10 a.m. to 2 a.m. for the 1995 Kawasaki Jet Ski. Call 9 at 787-1971. You'll win Eagle Garage wear and a key to the Fantasy Garage. Wow, that's a lot of cool shit. The Fantasy Garage, exclusively from 97.1 The Eagle.
Ecstasy. Euphoria.
People of Paris, attention. Are you ready for this? Introducing the world's first organic ecstasy alternative. Herbal ecstasy.
Ecstasy.
Reported sensations include euphoria, highly increased energy levels, increased sexual feelings, with a floaty, mood-lifting effect.
Ecstasy.
Carefully formulated by the world's most advanced laboratories, using rare varieties of 9 plants imported exclusively for this product.
Ecstasy.
Users reported keeping a clear head and a sense of heightened perception all night long, and no side effects whatsoever.
Herbal ecstasy.
Try the alternative.
The alternative.
Try Herbal Ecstasy, complete with a money-back guarantee. To order, call toll-free 1-800-365-0000.
Herbal ecstasy.
The world's first organic ecstasy alternative.
Like the sunrise in the morning,
The laughter of children at play.
like a friendly neighbor you can always count on.
We're a part of your life, night and day.
Dan Murrow, Vice President of TCI Cablevision of Texas, on TCI's commitment to you and your community.
When you enter someone's living room, kitchen, or bedroom every day of the week, you'd better be sensitive to their needs. At TCI, we put a premium on listening to you, our customer. That's why we've made so many changes over the past year. We listened and improved our responsiveness and enhanced our service. That's what you said you wanted. We got involved in our community, hands-on. And we found by knowing you better, we're serving you better. We're TCI, and we're working to earn your trust.
We're always there.
I can tell you about the great taste of Samuel Adams Boston Lager in one word. Reinheitsgebot. I'm Jim Cook, brewer of Samuel Adams. And if your German's a little rusty, let me explain. Reinheitsgebot is the German beer purity law which says that beer can only be made from the 4 classic ingredients: water, yeast, malt, and hops. No additives, adjuncts, or preservatives. This law proves Germans care about the taste and quality of the beer they drink. Samuel Adams was the first American beer both to pass this purity law and be imported into Germany. And now, the same robust, hearty taste that has made Samuel Adams the best beer in America has made Samuel Adams the best-selling American beer in Germany. So if you want a great tasting beer that meets the high standards of the great German beer meisters, just say Samuel Adams. It's easier than Ryan Heitzgebot.
It's 7:29 at 97.1 The Eagle.
Call Howard on the Eagles toll-free line, 1-800-54-STERN. You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. Once again, Howard Stern.
Yeah. Hey, we're sitting here with Elephant Boy. We sat all morning with Robin. Did you hear Robin's speech about Muhammad Ali? Magnificent speech. It was pretty amazing when she told the story of how the black people couldn't get into the hotel. You know, Fred the Elephant Boy's relatives had the same problem. 20 years ago, they got off the bus, and they went to the hotel, and they said, "Where's the man?" And the clerk couldn't understand what they said, and they threw his whole family out of the hotel. He didn't know what they were asking. You were asking for a room, isn't that right?
As I remember it.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. That's what happened.
Remember it.
Yeah, no, Elephant Boy had a similar experience. When he went to the front desk of the hotel, and he had 20 of his relatives with him, and the guy says, "What do we want, sir?" He went, and they said, "We don't know what you're talking about. You have to leave." And all he wanted was a room. So in many
How
ways...
many other hotels did he have to go to?
12. He went to all 12. That was all there was, and then that was the end of everything. Well, it's good to see you, Elephant Boy.
Good to see you, Howard.
And things going well for you? You still have that girlfriend?
Yes, I do.
And you getting laid a lot?
Plenty.
How often do you see her? Because she lives in another state,
She
right?
lives in Cleveland, Robin.
Yeah.
Well, I saw her last month,
Yes.
and she got to see me in July.
Yeah,
wonderful.
That's a lot more than he used to get laid. Yeah.
Who's complaining?
I know, Robin, that seems like a little bit to you. But you know what I'm saying?
Well, do they have a lot of phone sex? Can
do
you imagine?
Do you have phone sex, seriously?
Well, I try to squeeze in as I can, but she has a gorgeous phone, and she doesn't want nobody to hear it.
All right, so she has cordless phone, and you try to get some phone sex going.
Yeah.
And when you have phone sex, though, she probably doesn't know what you're saying. But
that's true.
That's right. She probably doesn't get that turned on.
She understands me.
She does.
Yeah.
What does the phone sex sound like? What do you say? What do you,
Come on, tell us a little bit.
how do you talk romantic? I'll be her. Fred, I miss you.
No, I try to make her say, don't you want to me? Like, when I come to see you, what will you do to me?
Oh, Fred? Fred, do you know what I'm going to do when I see you? I'm going to throw up. You know what I'm going to do? First, I'm going to gag you. So you can't say a word.
Then I'm going to put a bag
What do you say? Do you ever say what you're going to do to her?
Of course.
Oh, yeah? Fred, what are you going to do to me when I
want to get beat.
Yeah, come on. When you see me, what are you going to do to me?
It's perfect.
Come on. Please, baby, tell me I'm laying you nude.
I don't tell it to my friends. I mean, I'm not going to offer up like that.
Please, Elephant Boy.
I live to your imagination.
Please, mumble sweet nothing.
You think everybody will know what you're saying anyway?
Yeah, I mean, just tell us. Oh, baby, please, I'm laying here naked. I just need some phone sex. What are you going to do to me when you see me, Fred? Please. Let me see you do a little romance. You don't have to get too graphic.
Not too graphic.
Come on, Elephant Boy.
Do you call her baby?
Oh, baby.
I think, yeah, I do. I will.
Come on,
I will share.
Close your eyes and pretend I'm her. Come on, close your eyes. Oh, baby, what are you going to do?
I will tell her that I will make her scream so loud that the people will think that people will think that I was rapping her.
Oh, boy. You're some Lothario.
I will hit you. The people will think I'm hitting you because I made you.
I will make her scream.
Yeah, she'll be screaming, what are you saying? What? What are you saying? I don't know. I want phone sex. What have you gotten yourself into now? This is an appearance you're making? You have a hard-on for wrestlers. You really still into that?
Yeah, I need to find
He's
out.
got like he's like a little groupie.
But
Like
you
a
know
girl.
what? I think it has eased off now that he has a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. He used to go to the wrestling matches and just stand there and try to get into the locker room to meet the wrestlers.
He had become such a huge fan that he had become known to the other wrestlers.
Yeah.
And that they had started inviting him to matches, having him in their dressing rooms.
Yeah. Well, they also heard he gets on this show and is able to promote stuff.
Well, there was a reason for it, but...
There was so much that...
Who's that guy? That friend of yours, Captain Jack?
Oh, Cactus Jack.
Are you still hanging around with Cactus Jack?
Well, I don't say it as often, but I still speak with her at times.
I don't call the guy Spick.
Oh, speak.
Oh, speak. Oh, I'm sorry.
Are you still taking those speech lessons?
Yeah, what happened to those speech lessons? You gave up, didn't you?
No, I think if I wasn't insured, when it's time for me to change my insurance, I got to find insurance.
You had one free lesson. You know, he went for one lesson with this guy.
Is that all? One lesson?
Four. He went to 4 lessons with this guy, Sam Schwatt, who's a speech therapist. And Elephant Boy was actually starting to talk normal.
Yeah.
So what does he do? He stops going because I don't got the insurance. You know.
I'd do anything.
Yeah, right. You know what you would do? You would sacrifice food.
Yeah.
How much does the guy charge?
I lied. It's like a...
No, it's worth it. The guy was teaching how to
you
speak.
could also go to one of his assistants. They don't charge as much.
I was thinking...
He doesn't care. He likes being an elephant.
He
boy.
doesn't want to have clear speech.
You like being like an elephant.
Well, like I say...
I'm a human being.
So, if I ever chose to speak normal...
you know what I think happened?
What?
I think Sam Schwatt worked with him 4 times, and then they found him trying to hang himself. They found him on a chair with a noose around his neck. Kick it out.
My whole reputation will be ruined.
I can't take my job anymore.
Well,
but you don't even want to talk normal.
No.
If you did, you'd
No
be over there.
motivation.
It's weird. I think you're just a lazy talker. I think that's your problem.
Maybe I am a little less. That's not nothing useful. So for me, so maybe the next time you see me,
no one even knows what you're saying.
The next time you see me, maybe by then things would be back to normal. I would see him.
Yeah, all right. Okay, listen, believe me, I like you better this way. Personally, I don't want you speaking good.
I know, I'm off the show.
Exactly.
Don't forget that. But, in your real life, you could talk.
That's more sacrifice.
Yeah, keep this going for us. I don't care if you're faking it. Just do it. Yeah. All right, Elephant Boy, explain to me. I wanted to get you in real quick to explain what you're up to. You're going to be singing the Star Spangled Banner.
At a restaurant show in the Woodbury Armory, Woodbury, New Jersey.
All right, you're going to be in Woodbury, New Jersey at the Armory.
Why are you singing there? Why don't they have you on WrestleMania?
Yeah.
Call up Fish McMahon. I am a fan for.
All right, so anyway, have you practiced singing the Star Spangled Banner?
Yeah.
Because, Roseanne got stuff thrown at her when she didn't do a good job.
But I'm not Roseanne. I won't grab my crotch.
What about your crotch?
I won't grab it.
You won't grab your crotch.
Yeah,
Okay.
he thinks that's what got Roseanne into trouble.
Can I hear you sing a little? I've never heard you sing it before.
Well, you come to Woodbury.
Well, let me hear a little.
It's a preview.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason I'm saying is obviously you're not upset about singing.
No.
Because you're going to sing in front of thousands of people.
This is what you would be expected tomorrow night.
What will you wear?
I'm not nothing special.
Really? You got to get an outfit.
A tux.
You got to wear a bag over your head. With a big elephant nose.
Oh, that elephant man.
Yeah, that sack. That big sack that he wore. Go up to.
Yeah, the cloth, the burlap sack.
I got to hear this. Go ahead. Yeah. Give me. You want an echo, like in a.
Yes, oh, say you see, but the doors are in light. Was so burly we have at the twilight last streaming. That's it.
Wait a minute, Elephant Boy. Nobody's going to be able to hear you. And,
yeah, that's a
you
weak.
Gotta really
you got to
belt
belt
it
it.
out.
Yeah, Robin's making a good point. She's making an excellent point. You got to like scream it out. Sing it like you're going to sing it. Come on. Don't stand up and do it right. You got to. Can you imagine him testifying at the OJ trial? Wouldn't that be great?
Oh, it was fantastic.
Do you know anything about the OJ case? No.
Only thing I know that he's guilty.
Yeah. All right. There you go.
Okay. Oh, say you see.
No. Hold on. Can I stop you a second? Seriously?
Yeah.
When you're in front of all those people, it's got to be, oh, say.
Oh.
No, you got to.
Oh, say you see, but the doors only light.
Keep bouncing.
Was so burning we held at the twilight last streaming.
You got to learn the words.
Go on.
Football boy and stars through the perilous strut.
My God.
You don't even know the words. Do you know the words?
I think so.
You think so?
Yeah.
It's a perilous truck.
Thomas Jefferson is right now in his box. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Francis Scott off key.
You don't even know the words.
The Ramparts we watched. Do that line.
Do the whole thing.
Yeah.
I want to hear the whole thing. You stand up and do the whole thing and belt it out like we're at the wrestling match. This is absurd. Go ahead.
At the twilight.
No, you sing it like you're there. All right.
Okay. At the twilight.
Oh,
say you see, but the twas only light was so brightly we held. At the twilight, last streaming, who was bright and bust through the perilous strong. When the ramparts ran,
come on, Bill.
The ramparts
was and the flag was to say. I know I forgot that.
He's retarded.
I think I'm a little bit tired. Yeah.
Not tired,
okay,
retarded.
Let me just
How to do the finish? Do the finish.
Oh, good grief, I forget. No.
Oh, say
the Spangled Oh, say the Spangled Banner wave for the home of the brave. I mean, for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Oh, man.
I have to rehearse tonight.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, by now the crowd is wondering what country they're from. what Star Spangled Banner is this?
I have to watch the Yankees. I have to watch the beginning of the Yankees game.
I got to tell you something.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
You're going to be in front of a lot of little kids and stuff. Aren't you going to be embarrassed that you don't know the words?
I'm used to being embarrassed.
I want to tell people this is not a child you're listening to. How old are you?
Yeah, how old are you, young man? What are you? You're almost 40 years old, aren't you?
I'm 36.
You look 40. I'll tell you. Well, anyway, our E-camera will be there to capture all of the... Yeah.
How badly do you want to be there?
I'm going. What do you mean, how badly do I want to be there?
Elephant Boy, you have to wear a special outfit.
Yeah.
Well,
let's dress him up in something.
Like Uncle Sam.
Right. Yeah, you should be
big top hat. I want to put Monty suit and maybe he will rent me a costume.
I got to say one thing. I don't know what you just said, but I got to tell you something. Whoever dreamt up that you should sing the Star Spangled Banner is a genius.
Who was that?
That's a genius.
Yeah.
You ought to perform it on stilts. Make it even more nervous.
It could be worse. Sprite is in the Star Spangled Banner.
Yeah,
Did you know that?
yeah, that's the drink, the soft drink, Sprite. Hey, you know what's funny?
What?
You know tomorrow when he gets out there, he's going to start screaming it because play the thing where Elephant Boy's in Cleveland.
Absolutely. See, he wouldn't belt it here.
Yeah, he won't belt it here, but he's going to start belting, and it's going to be even funnier. I got a tape of Elephant Boy in Cleveland.
When he gets in front of a crowd and he really has to project, he goes crazy.
Plus, Howard, he thinks he's going to learn this tomorrow. When he gets nervous in front of those people, he's going to draw a complete blank.
Of course.
It could happen, Bob. I won't let it happen.
Hey, today's a day of speech impediments. You know who's coming by today? The deaf comedian, Kathy Buckley.
Oh.
Yeah. She talks funnier than you.
The one who took off on you on...
Yeah.
What has she got, an album out?
Yeah. We'll let her come, give her, a mercy appearance for a couple of minutes. Show people I'm a good guy. Okay, here's Elephant Boy in Cleveland. This is what you're going to sound like doing the Star Spangled Banner, my prediction.
And not the moment you're ready for. The one you give me. The king of media and the king of media of Cleveland. What if I Howard Stern?
What the hell are you talking about?
And you're singing here like you're going to be very sedate tomorrow.
Yeah. You think you're going to sing like...
Okay, can you think?
And like,
Wait, guys, I'm going to make you eat your words on Monday.
Let me just say that here he wrote that. It was like 3 lines.
Yeah.
That he had to say. He couldn't even get that out straight.
Yeah. Wait till he has to sing a song.
He's going to be able to remember all the words from the Star Spangled Banner.
What happened? I couldn't hear myself, so I was talking to the people, but the people at home could hear me. But the people outside,
What do you think's going to happen at that arena?
Yeah. I say, what do you mean? I'm going to make you eat your words.
All right, do me a favor, Elephant Boy. If you can, come down here Monday morning after you do it so we can play the tape and listen to it, all right? Very good, Elephant Boy. And you can see him in New Jersey.
Yeah,
at the Woodbury Armory, Woodbury, New Jersey.
All right, and that'll be, what, tomorrow night?
Yeah, tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night. Elephant Boy sings the Star Spangled Banner in front of all his heroes, the wrestlers.
Yeah.
And we'll be back with more right after these words. Congratulations to you, Elephant Boy.
Thank you.
Right, it's a real pleasure.
More to
What an honor.
when the Howard Stern Show returns in a moment. 97.1 The Eagle.
7:45 at the Eagle. This is Brad Baxter.
I am so impressed with this Metrex product. I had heard about it from Ratso originally. He said, I'm doing Metrex. I go, what's that? He goes, you haven't heard about it? All these Hollywood celebrities are doing it. It was big in California. It's all spreading all over the country. Metrex. I go, oh, what is that, some diet drink or something? He goes, no. What it is just a perfect food, amazingly rich food. You know how you don't have time to make every meal properly, and you don't have time to get all the nutrients you need, and what ends up happening is you eat a couple of bad meals that starve your body.
You grab something that doesn't serve you.
And what happens is you end up putting on weight. What this is, it comes in drink form or bar form, and it gives you all the carbohydrates and protein, and it's like a perfect meal. All the vitamins you need. It's perfect. It simply can't be even replicated by whole food. One serving of Metrex has 4 times the protein of an 8-ounce glass of milk, 6 times more iron than a cup of spinach, 88% more vitamin A than a serving of green beans, and you're full afterwards. It has twice the vitamin C of 6 ounces of lemonade. I had to run out the door yesterday. I grabbed the Metrex because I was starving, ate it, felt totally satisfied, and then I wasn't binging on something.
Well, that's what Gary tells me. He really doesn't feel hungry.
Yeah, you lost a lot of weight.
I don't feel hungry. I already lost 7 pounds, but the best part, what you just said, I will not eat anything green. You know, I'm just a really bad eater. I don't eat a lot of vegetables, and now I'm getting the nutrients.
You know, I swear to God, you look healthier. I'm not kidding.
No, a couple of people said they already saw it on my face.
I see it too.
It's going to be a lot more.
You only have 7 chins now. No, you really do. You look a lot thinner.
Feeling better.
Yeah, good for you. The makers of Metrex will guarantee that when you use the product with regular exercise and healthy eating, you'll see real results. If you're serious about getting in shape and you need that extra edge, try Metrex, really. Available at GNC and fine food and health stores everywhere. Call 1-800-96-METRX. 1-800-96-METRX.
It's 7:50 at 97.1 The Eagle.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show on KGL Fort Worth, Dallas. Let's return to The Howard Stern Show.
Yeah, look at me. Now I'm rocking. Train. Boy, we haven't spoken to Dice in a long time. Now he's Andrew Clay, and he's got a whole new image. I got a picture of him in the paper because he's got a series on CBS, and he's like wearing.
Did you recognize him?
No, he's wearing like a work shirt. I mean, like a man-tailored shirt. He's like he's not Dice anymore.
You haven't talked to him personally.
No, not since the name change. Not since he became Andrew Clay. What's going on there? You know what I'm saying?
You think we went with the old image?
Yeah. Hey, this guy, this super agent, Mike Ovitz, this is the guy, he might take over MCA. You guys know about this? I'll try and explain it to you. People like to know stuff like this.
Is he ICM?
Yeah, he's like this super agent. So
he owns Hollywood.
Yeah, he represents everyone but me and Robin. And he's about to take over MCA. He denies that he's going to take over MCA and take this job where they're going to pay him $200 million, but of course he's going to take it. And people say to me, well, Howard, why would a guy who has a successful agent business, he's the most powerful agent in the world, why would he take, $200 million, a lot of money, but guy must be worth a lot of money, why would he take this job?
People come to you and ask you these things?
Yeah, I bet you're asking.
Who are you?
Yeah, you ask me this stuff. You want to know why he's doing it?
Go ahead and tell us.
Think about it. What is an agent? If Mike Ovitz tomorrow decided to sell ICM, this agency that he built up, people would pay him $0 for it. Why would they pay him $0 for it, Robin? Because the agency is Mike Ovitz. In other words, it's a service industry. It's only as good as when he is there. It's not one of these things that runs itself. The agent has to be on the scene. If Mike
But he doesn't represent all of these people individually.
No, but he runs the company. He's the figurehead. He's the one who gives them the juice. He's the one who brings in all these scripts.
He's the guy with the connection.
Right. He's hands-on. So, if he was to cash out of the agenting business tomorrow, he would get zero cash. Because if he left ICM, all of his clients would leave. They would lose faith in it. They'd say, wait a second, Mike Ovitz isn't there anymore, so what do I need to be there for?
Why am I here?
So what he is going to do is become the head of MCA and get a $200 million payday. That's the only place he can get it. Thank you. That is why he is becoming the head of MCA.
He's not wealthy now?
He's probably wealthy, but if I don't care how rich you are.
You always want to be richer?
When someone hands you $200 million, would you take it? Let's say you had $100 million, and someone said to you, hey, instead of doing your stupid job you got now at Howard, I'll give you an additional $200 if you just come on over. I'd take it.
I wouldn't.
No, I would.
Not to leave you.
Oh, please. I think you'd take 30. I think you could be bought for $20 million.
Just
what do you think of that?
the offer.
Right. So anyway, people like to know what goes on behind the Hollywood scenes, and since I'm the only one who really knows.
I'm shocked that you even think about it. I could care about it.
Oh, I think about everything. That's my forte, that I think about things that nobody else even bothers caring about. And, of course, look. That's exciting because I don't get these offers, but I think about it. If I ran MCA, I would make them a lot of money.
I just wonder if it won't be another Peters Goobers kind of mistake.
Could be.
We'll have Sony
to see.
bought those guys in for a lot of money, and then they couldn't put together any good film.
Well, in all fairness, that guy was a hairdresser, the guy that Sony hired. The Japanese weren't thinking too clearly on that one. They hired a hairdresser for like $100 million. The hairdresser gets in. The hairdresser we're talking about is...
John Peters.
John Peters. He was Barbra Streisand's hairdresser. She obviously took a liking to him.
Started making him the producer for films or something.
Right. So then he produced a bunch of films. He got lucky. He made Batman or something. Listen,
Actually, what he made first was that Jennifer Beals movie.
There you go. Who else would have made that movie but a hairdresser? Flashdance. And by some fluke, it got hot.
Yeah. That was his claim to fame.
Right. That's all you need is one movie out there, and then they're ready to make it ahead of a studio. So Sony hires the hairdresser to run the studio. What does he do? What would you do if you were a hairdresser? You'd build nice studios. He took $100 million and built a nice studio.
In fact, it was his office, wasn't it, that he poured all that
Gorgeous.
money in?
Made it like a hair salon. You had those cones that come over your head.
Chairs,
yeah, separate chairs, separate barber chairs.
Those sinks with the carved out things.
Yeah. That's what hairdressers do with money.
Had a bunch of good-looking girls standing around.
Yeah, combs and blue water, the whole thing. Let's take a couple of phone calls, and then I'll get to the Soupy tapes and my tape. Kathy Buckley's going to come by.
Soupy tape? What's that
From A&E, you know.
We got Soupy's biography. We're going to do Soupy's biography.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. KOME, San Jose, San Francisco.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, by the way, it's going great. As a matter of fact, I should read this to you.
All right.
As long as you're a fan.
Big fan.
Thank you. I never know how we're doing in the ratings around the country because I purposely now do not ask to be told because I can't react every month to a different market.
I'm glad you've done that for yourself.
Yeah, so, I mean, because it's like, you can drive yourself insane.
1 minute you're a hero, the next minute you're a heel.
But I was reading Broadcast Magazine, and it said that in San Diego we have very big ratings, that we're really climbing up the chart, that we are number one already with male listeners age 18 to 24, even though we just started in, it says here, we started in February, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So that was good news. So thanks to our listeners in San Diego. And then we've only been on in Chicago for 2 months, and we finally got our first monthly rating.
Mm-hmm.
And according to Michael Disney, who is our general manager...
And he's not a member of the Disney family.
As far as I know, no, he is not, but he does wear big ear hat. He says that the latest monthly trends, and we've only been on in a month, so let's not get too crazy. But from ages 12 and up, we went from a 1.8 to a 2.2. That's up 22%. Ages 25 to 54, 2.5 to a 3.1, 24%. Men age 18 and up, from a 2.5 to a 3.1, that's up 24%. And most incredibly, ages 18 to 34, from a 2.8 to a 3.7, that's a whopping 32% in 1 month.
Wow.
Nearly a full percentage point with the radio presence in Chicago of merely 1 month, while Evergreen Broadcasting, our arch enemies, is infected with the Ebola of the airwaves. They have suffered a prolonged and irreversible ratings hemorrhage.
But
Kevin Matthews, down. Steve Dahl, down.
It was us, Howard.
Yes.
We couldn't do it.
The irrelevant, beef-witted, worm-turd man-cow, down.
That guy's a dork.
Yeah, he's a douche.
He was crying on TV because when he got in trouble for that Bay Bridge mess down here in San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, he's a moron.
Yeah, he's a crybaby.
Well,
he started crying?
He's going to be...
He was I'm sorry. I won't do it again.
And they fired him anyway. Yeah, I like guys who apologize. That's why I got
I like
crazy.
even better when they cry. You got that on tape?
I went crazy when they said that I had to apologize to the Spanish. I was like, what?
They're still saying that.
I know.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
You didn't apologize.
First of all, I don't believe all Spanish people are mad at me. I think there's about 12 of them that are mad at me.
I'm Filipino. I love you.
Of course you love me.
And I'm a postal worker, too.
Oh, God. How's long before you buy a shotgun?
How are you feeling today?
Hey, Robin, I enjoyed your book.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think everybody should buy it down here in San... Are you going to do a book signing in San Francisco?
It's under discussion.
I think you should, Robin.
I'm trying to go everywhere.
Yes.
Good.
There's no end to her energy around this book. So anyway, and Robin will be in Cleveland this weekend.
That's right.
I can't go there.
Well, you should really fly out there. You're Filipino. You guys are willing to fly all over for brides. Why not for Robin's book?
No.
All right, very good.
All right, thanks, sir.
Thank you.
Bye.
That was San Francisco. Let's go to Phoenix. Phoenix, you're on the air.
Good morning, Howard.
Good morning. I wish I was in Phoenix right now. I love Phoenix.
We finally hit 100 degrees this week.
Oh, you're lucky.
It gets hot out there, doesn't it?
I love that. I love that dry heat. My hair looks so good. I didn't have that frizzy Jewish hair when I was out there. I look like
you had straight hair?
You know, Robin, I'm a half Jew, and I got to tell you something. In Arizona, I look full goyim. I look
beautiful.
I look so beautiful out there. None of the Jewish hair comes through.
Is that right?
Yeah, up
Those
here.
Jewish traits were in recess.
Yeah, I have a little bit of Jewish in me, but in Arizona, you can't see any of it.
You look marvelous.
No, I love Arizona. I went out there and had a great vacation, so now I've got a hard-on for Arizona. What can I do for you?
Well, you haven't commented how long you think that Scott Einsinger's interracial marriage will last.
Interracial?
Well, you kept saying she was a nagger.
Well, there you go. Thank you.
Hey, wait, one other thing?
Yes.
As our famous friend used to say, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Where the hell am I? You talking about me?
All right, very good. Thank you.
Take it easy.
Everybody's a poet.
Everyone's in on it. Los Angeles, you're on the air.
Hi.
Hi.
Howard.
Yes.
It's CAA.
Yeah, right.
CAA, not ICMO.
Creative Artists
Excellent.
Agency.
Very good.
Yeah.
Also, number 2, there was a great article this weekend. The reason he wants that, there are the 6 most powerful people in Hollywood, right? Those are the studio heads.
Yeah, well, yeah, because those guys can greenlight movies and junk.
That's
yeah.
exactly right.
Well, you know,
it's
not
the
so much.
money.
He's got power too, because you know what they do over there. I'll tell you how he became such a successful agent. What they do is they get scripts, they develop a script, and then they take their people, their clients.
They are the creators of the package.
Yeah, and they put all their people in movies.
Yeah.
But now he gets to control the whole creative scene. People come to him to play that game.
Yeah, I guess, but also it's like, hey, you don't have a couple of hit movies in a row, they throw your ass out and you look like a douche. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Well, he thinks he can.
Yeah, everybody thinks they can.
Exactly.
Until they have to actually come.
Yeah, until they actually have to do it.
Commit.
That's right.
All right,
and you'll be the movie.
Thank you.
The #1 movie.
Well, I believe we will. Thank you.
Good.
Are you not working with Mike Ovitz?
I'm not working with Ovitz on this particular project, although we're thinking of hooking up on some stuff.
Very good.
Ovitz knows how to work it, too, when he does the Chinese water test. Do you know how they do that?
No.
The Chinese water torture, rather. So let's say you're an actor who gets hot, right? But you're not signed with Mike Ovitz. So you show up to work or something, you're working on a movie, and then there's like 20 actors who are all with Mike Ovitz. So he hears word that you're around, and they'll send like a limo for you. They'll come by, hey, how you doing? Hey, and then all the other people start talking about how Mike's getting them all this and that, and then they all go and they sign with him.
Yeah.
And when you sign with him, you get in a bunch of movies, but, you know, you get a couple of clunkers, too. You got to watch
that always happened, especially even with the studio system. You know, you just got to keep cranking out those movies. You got to keep it going, so you wind up packaged into deals that aren't going to work very well for you.
Then you do a couple of bad movies.
That's your career.
And then you're gone, but,
yeah.
You know, so you got to watch that whole thing. I'm not saying the guy's bad or anything or evil, but it's just a weird thing.
It was funny because the Time magazine did an article on this new star, the woman who played the love interest in Legends of the Fall.
Yeah.
She's some British actress that they have now tapped and said she's going to be our next big star. And that's the job over at CAA now, making this woman a star. And it talked about how she had this reception. They're flying her all over the place, first class,
yeah,
the limos,
yeah,
the whole treatment. And nobody knows who she is yet.
Right.
But
yeah,
they're doing it because this is how you make her a star.
Right. Yeah, they know what they're doing.
Yeah, and then they can package her.
I've had a little bit of a dealing sort of with them.
Yeah.
There's somebody who wants me to work for them, and the guy who wants to produce the show is represented by them, and they do a whole number. Each guy's got like 27 agents.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a whole thing that goes on out there.
Yeah, because one of the things in the article was said that Mike Ovitz actually came to one of these receptions, and this woman had never met him, even though he represents her.
Yeah.
So it was interesting.
San Diego, you're on the air.
Howard.
Dude.
Why is it when lesbians call or angry black guys call or homos call, you let their whole call go through?
Right.
And when a white guy who's got a little intelligence calls you, you either make...
Hi, you're on the air. All right, yeah, you're back. I was just goofing on you. Hey.
You still there?
You still there?
Still here.
Oh, it's a different guy. That guy was good. I just had to hang up on him.
No, it's me.
Oh,
it's you?
It is me.
You changed your voice.
You sound different.
Well, it's because of my phone voice.
Oh, sexy. What are you accusing me of, hanging up on white guys?
You hung up on me. I called to tell you...
I don't think so. So you're accusing me of being a white racist. Like, in other words, I hate white people.
You're saying there's affirmative action on this program?
Yeah. Hey, thank God. I mean, everyone else is... everybody's accusing me of everything, so I might as well be that, too.
Well, it's true.
I don't like white people.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I don't like
Every
people.
time I call it.
How many times have you called?
I try to call once a week,
Yeah.
at least.
Well, then why don't you say...
Mine's always busy.
All right, why don't you say something of intelligence?
No, because you're going to hang up on me.
Well, say something of intelligence, and I won't.
I tried to tell you and Jackie about somebody bootlegging your stuff at a record store. And you thought I was trying to sell you something, and you just cut me.
Cleveland, you're on the air. I can't stand him. Yeah, he thinks it's because he's white.
He thinks he's intelligent.
Yeah. Every time a white, intelligent guy calls up. Cleveland, you're on the air.
Hi, Howard. Good morning, Robin.
Hey.
Good morning.
Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow, Robin.
Oh, you're in Cleveland?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Listen, will you also be signing Howard's book?
I'll sign anything.
Fantastic. Listen, Howard, about 3 weeks ago, I was watching the E! Show, and you had Wednesday on.
She'll sign your penis.
Hey.
No, I have had that request, and I refuse to do that.
Oh, come on.
I'm
Since
not
when do you
signing
care?
any of that stuff.
No.
I don't know where that's been.
Yeah, Wednesday from the Addams Family?
Yeah, who is the porn star she was married to?
Some guy, I don't know. I used to see...
What's his name? I forget it.
Jerry something?
Orbach?
No, Jerry Orbach's an actor.
Oh, okay.
Did he go into porno? I haven't seen him in a couple of years. Jerry Orbach is, yeah, he's doing pornos
now.
now.
Dad and Dirty Dancing into porno.
Yeah, him and Martin Landau are teamed up. I think they're in, the hell was it, Pussy Man 9?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
You also were talking about some famous guy whose daughter got into porn on that show.
Was that,
Jerry Van Dyke?
Yeah, what's her stage name? Or her film name?
I don't know.
Jeez, you're full of questions.
You're into porn, huh?
Are you writing a book about this?
I will be.
Yeah.
Oh, it was Jerry Butler, isn't it? Isn't that the guy's name?
That's the guy.
Yeah.
Jerry Butler was Wednesday's husband.
Wednesday's husband.
And Jerry Van Dyke's daughter, I don't know what her name was. I think Cheryl Van Dyke.
Does Jackie know? No. You got to figure Jackie would know.
Hey, Jackie, you know?
No, I don't.
No, he didn't know anything.
No. Ow, ow.
Buffalo, you're on the air.
Hey, how you doing, Howard?
All right.
Yeah, how come they've been having old shows on the E! Show this week? Are they on vacation or something?
I'm not aware of that, but yeah, we have 6 weeks out of the year where we will do reruns.
I see.
That's a contractual thing.
Yeah.
So, you know, the point is we've got tons of shows in the can already, actually, that haven't even made it to the air yet. If you're wondering why your favorite show hasn't aired yet, like things that you've heard on the radio.
Yeah, that Blackwell one was really good.
Yeah, wasn't that good? That's all coming up. You know, it's just it takes time. We only get to do 5 shows a week, so they'll all be coming on.
Yeah, the best one recently was that Tiny Tim one. That was killer.
Yeah.
That should win some kind of special Emmy or something.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I heard from the Emmy committee. They consider it fascinating, and they really want to give me a special Lifetime Achievement Award. They can't really award me for one piece of work. They want to do it for the whole body.
The whole body.
It was some kind of bizarre television nobody's ever seen.
Yeah, well,
he's the weirdest guy.
In fact, the Emmy committee said they all vomited when they watched it. So they consider that an honor.
I say, can we get Tiny back again?
Yeah, it's good.
I don't think Larry King was exactly jumping to get him on. Goofy Larry.
Yeah, well.
You could find somebody who's actually weirder than he is.
Larry's just a kiss ass. You know what, man? That guy's just a kiss ass. I see in the paper they're advertising Larry King's 10th anniversary.
Yeah, and they got him on the cover of TV Guide.
And he goes, Larry is the most powerful show in the industry because everyone feels they have to go on.
Yeah.
Politicians, no. The reason people go on is because Larry's such a kiss ass.
Yeah, he sends marshmallow questions.
Yeah, I mean, Cato Kalin he doesn't even challenge. I mean, he's a nebbish.
Well, you know, it makes sense that he considers Cato his buddy now, because as soon as you get on his show, you're his buddy.
Yeah.
5 minutes after you meet the guy, you're his
The
buddy.
only guy who never became Larry's buddy after being on the show was me. After I was on the show, he said he'd never have me on again.
He hates you.
Yeah, well,
he doesn't like anybody that
because he's a dink.
Says anything.
Well, because he's a schlub, and the thing is that what the real interesting interview was him in his personal life.
Yeah. Do you see what he says now? I'm a good boyfriend, but I'm not a good husband. Why didn't you figure that out about 8 wives ago, you know?
Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah, I wonder what clued him in.
Yeah, well, it's just kind of funny that they're saying that his 10th anniversary, and they say, look at the lineup of people that he's had, the most powerful show. But it's not the most powerful show. It doesn't get any ratings.
Yeah.
How powerful is it?
He's a sick guy.
Guy gets a .1.
Yeah, I can't figure it out. You know, he's on the cover of TV Guide, you know.
Yeah,
making
well.
like he's, you know, somebody special, but he's a
And he
dope.
goes, I make so much money, I don't know what to do with it all.
Yeah.
He's pulling down $2 million. Now, I'm not
Jew
saying...
from Brooklyn.
Every minute. I'm a Jew from Brooklyn. I'm a Jew from Brooklyn. It's like, hey, shut up.
Yeah. They're making a Jews from Brooklyn with
You imagine they pay him $2 million? I don't think they pay him $2 million.
No, I think that's combined income from all of his various duties.
Yeah, and what's wrong with a guy who says there's something wrong? Forget about him marrying all these people and also lying and passing bad checks and all that other history behind him. What the hell's the story on a guy bragging about how much money he makes? I mean, what kind of inadequacy must he have been feeling in order to... I get $2 million.
Well, he probably figures out to get him another girlfriend. You know, somebody...
You know, quite frankly, for a guy with the most powerful show in television...
That's not a lot of money.
That's not a lot of money.
Mike Ovitz is getting $200 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, Letterman gets, what, $14 million?
Yeah. I mean, that sounds like a lot more powerful to me.
Yeah, they're probably laughing at him.
Of course.
He can make a lot more.
Of course.
Yeah,
well, I watch CNN. I see the Larry King show. You know, I see the advertisements during the Larry King show. It's for power tools. It's for Richard Simmons' fat video.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's one of those deals where you sell videos.
Yeah, he's a character.
Of course. Thank you.
All right, we'll see.
Thank you. Was he kidding? What kind of laundry list of sponsors is that? Richard Simmons. First of all, why would I buy a video from Richard Simmons? He's fat.
And getting bigger, it looks like.
Richard Simmons is almost obese. I'm going to buy a video from him? He goes, well, I do a light impact. Light impact? I think you're laying in bed. Says, well, what I do is light impact. I make it fun. Yeah, but it's exercise. It's not supposed to be fun.
Now we're going to add the bands and have resistance.
Yeah, the band. Yeah. Put those bands around your mouth. Maybe you won't eat. Well, I'm going to have a bread card now. I'm going to have a bagel with cream cheese because I'm having one of my fat cards.
Now, once all your cards are on the other side, you're through for the day.
Richard, I have a question. All my cards are through the other side, but it's 9 o'clock in the morning. What do I do?
Go to tomorrow's cards.
Can I go to tomorrow's cards now and then skip eating tomorrow?
No.
Because I got a pretty busy schedule today. You know, we get the bands. This is Light Impact. Light Impact. Picking up a fork is like it. Light Impact.
We've got some great songs.
Yeah. Disco Sweat. Ugh. He's a pisser. I wish he'd come back on the show. I'd smack him around.
Stretching to the classics.
Yeah. Did you ever see that one?
Yeah.
That'll make you lose a lot of weight. Yeah. Stretching will do it.
Stretching what?
15 minutes. All right, I got to take a break. We'll be back right after these words.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. More after this. 97.1 The Eagle.
8:12 at the Eagle. This is Brad Baxter, Eagle. It's 8:17 at 97.1 The Eagle.
Howard Stern all morning. Pure rock all day. Yeah. 97.1 The Eagle. You're listening to the Howard Stern Show. Once again, Howard Stern.
I don't want to keep her waiting. Before I bring her in, I'll update you. The deaf comedian who we once had on here, Kathy Buckley, she had an HBO special and she goofed on me.
Oh, that was for her HBO special.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't so bad, but just kind of makes me mad that I'm the only person I think that has her on anywhere. And
I haven't seen her on Letterman or Leno.
Yeah, she claims she's been on Leno twice. I never saw her. Oh, there's Kathy. Hey, Kathy, how you doing? Hi. Well, what is this, honey? Why don't you just be nice to me on your HBO special?
I come in for more material.
So, Kathy, I don't get you. Here I am.
You're not going to have me either.
No, I know. I heard your special on HBO. You weren't attracted to me at all and everything? You'd be really nasty.
Oh, to be honest with you,
right.
I am attracted to you.
Oh, yeah, now to be honest.
But you're a made man.
No, but wait a second.
And I'm so glad you have clear glasses on, Howard.
No, let me talk to you for a second.
Okay.
Never mind the clear glasses. All right, listen. Your stuff was funny on HBO. You know, you did a nice job. But I don't see a whole bunch of shows having you on as a guest. I see me having you on as a guest. What were you on, Leno, twice?
Yeah.
Twice on Leno.
Yeah.
I don't see anybody else having you on. You couldn't say a few nice things?
About what, you?
About me.
I made a promise to you before I left the last time that I would not ruin your reputation and let people know how much I liked you.
Oh, I see.
Is that what you... I mean,
so I saved your image.
You know what it is? But seriously, you want to know something? Everybody knocks me, right? The Spanish hate me. The who else hates me, Robin?
The lesbians.
The lesbians.
The women and the gays.
The gays, lesbians. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I walk down the street. Everybody seems to love me. I've never once walked down the street and had someone say, "Hey, Howard, you're a bad guy." But yet, the showbiz establishment... No, you look surprised at that.
I know. I
guys
think maybe you're more deaf than I am if you haven't been hearing it. I'm hearing it.
You are all wrong about
wrong.
me. Walk down the street with me one time, and you will see the people... I mean, there's no mistaking it. I have millions of listeners. I mean, they don't listen because they hate me. They listen because they love me. And yet the perception of Hollywood, which you are a big part of, Hollywood and all of the media... They think people hate me.
Do they?
Yeah, that's the perception. You guys think
giving them?
You guys must think that I walk down the street and people throw eggs at me.
Yeah.
Doesn't work that way.
Do you think I hate you? Are you having a complex?
No. I don't think you hate me, but I think you instead of... It would have been nice if a deaf comedian,
praised you.
If a deaf person praised me. That would have been good, right?
It would help if a deaf person can hear your radio show, and your show at TV is not closed caption.
Well, that's true, but the point is, though, you were here, and imagine a deaf person comes out and says, Howard Stern.
I wish I could hear Howard Stern.
I wish I could hear Howard Stern. I feel terrible as a deaf person.
The only time I've ever regretted being deaf is because I couldn't hear Howard.
The saddest part of my life.
I can't hear Robin.
Of course you can't. You're deaf. All right, now listen. Everyone knows that. Don't try to trick us. Would wearing headphones, would you be able to hear anything? Can you hear anything?
Well, I have my hearing aids on, so I don't
think you can.
That's why you can't hear Robin. Don't worry, I'll sign whatever Robin says. Do you sign, by the way?
Yeah.
You do? Mm-hmm. Do you hate Miss America because she does not sign on TV?
No, I admire her.
You do admire Miss America?
I admire Miss America, yes.
You do?
Yeah, she wasn't hired for deaf Miss America. She was hired to be Miss America.
But do you know that the deaf community is mad at her?
They're very angry.
And she almost resigned as Miss America?
No, she didn't almost resign.
Yes, she did.
She did. She
said
she was
because of the deaf community?
Yes, the deaf community was pressuring her and saying that she was a bad person because she didn't sign during the Miss America pageant. And she felt so bad. It got to her. Well, she's a bit of a kook. So she, listen.
Does Kathy have a problem?
Does Kathy have a problem with what?
The Gallaudet people. Do they give her...
Oh, Gallaudet, they hate Kathy. Gallaudet hates you, right? They do, right? Because you don't sign on stage? Wait, you're going to sit there? That's real funny. Watch somebody... how many people...
What are we supposed to do while she's doing
9 times
that?
out of 10, when a child is born to a family, it's born to a hearing family.
Yeah.
And it's only normal that the hearing family want to be able to communicate with their child. So
That's
what are they
true.
going to teach them? They're going to teach them how to talk so
Yeah.
they can communicate with them.
Meanwhile...
And that's what Miss America went through.
So who puts you on this show? Leno put you on what, twice?
Yeah.
All right. And when's the last time you were on there?
Last year. I go just about every year.
All right. So once a year, the guy throws you a bone and lets you go on there.
Bone?
Yeah, he throws you a bone. That's what he does.
Maybe I don't have time for Leno. Do you ever think
you
of
have
that?
plenty of time.
What is she doing?
What are you doing? What are you practicing sign language? No, you don't have. You've got plenty of free time. I know you comedians. You get it?
Not just a comic, though, so I don't have
What
the
are
time
you?
like most comics.
What else are you?
Motivational speaker.
Are you really a motivational speaker?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, motivational speaker.
Is that right?
Yes, I am.
To who? To like deaf people?
No.
No, I mean.
Why? They don't listen.
Really? If you're a motivational speaker, talk to Fred over there who hasn't motivate him to write me something funny.
My girlfriend had me watch the show last night about your bachelor party, so she was interpreting for me since the show is not closed caption, of course.
Right.
So you barfed all over him?
Yeah. No, he barfed all over me and then fell down and passed out, and we had to bring him to a hospital.
Why didn't you just leave him there and we cover him on his own? It would have been cheaper.
Well, believe me, that's what they wanted to do with him. I felt bad for him. Motivational speaker.
Yeah.
What do you motivate people to do?
About self-esteem. Something I could work on you for.
Oh, you're saying because you were born deaf and you overcame everything that...
Yeah.
Listen, not all of us have the advantage of being born deaf. That's an advantage these days.
Yeah, you can't hear people complaining about you.
Oh, yeah, I wish I was deaf. So, are you stone cold deaf? I mean, you can't hear anything?
No, I have my computers on.
Oh,
even without them, I hear some sound.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
so you're not like a real deaf person.
No, there is no deaf people.
You're
out
just
there.
hard of hearing.
I'm hard of hearing.
Yeah, exactly.
Does that make me not legit to be on this earth now, Howard? I mean,
when did she start speaking? Did she speak all the time?
Yeah, she speaks more than we do. You spoke all the time,
move
right?
your head so I can see her lips, will you?
Oh, come on.
Thank you.
It's ridiculous. All right, let me hear your stand-up now. I'm going to play a little bit of your stand-up where you were so complimentary to me. I mean, it was cute and everything. I didn't really get offended, but it would have been nice if you could have said
Can
something.
I be honest with you, though?
Yeah.
I was so worried about doing that because I've never, ever made fun with anyone in my act in my life, and I said I would never do that.
Yeah, but of course you did it with me.
Well,
but that's my whole M.O.
But
people,
you know what?
people in Hollywood,
No,
I'm always the exception. People in Hollywood don't say anything about Michael Jackson. They don't say anything about Woody Allen. Would you say a bad word about Woody Allen in your act?
No, I don't even like him.
You don't like him, but would you say a bad word about him? The fact that he dates Mia Farrow's daughter?
Would you make fun of somebody you didn't like?
Yes.
Oh, all the time. See, I don't.
That's my whole act. I make fun of people I like.
I make fun of you because I like you.
Yeah, but the point is that the only person that anyone ever feels
Even
safe...
Ellen DeGeneres. What did she say? I really don't say bad things about people, but... Howard Stern?
Howard Stern, yeah. That's Vageinfeld. She's doing... Ellen DeGeneres is doing the Seinfeld show. She's worried. She can't find a bad word to say about anyone. Saddam Hussein, she doesn't have a bad word to say about.
I didn't say one
The whole world's
bad
nuts.
word.
Muhammad Ali beats up people. He's now a hero.
Oh, you.
The people, me, I'm a turd. Just say something nice about me right now. Me, I have you on. I have on a deaf comedian. I try to help the handicapped, right? Do I help the handicapped?
Yes, honey.
Who helps the handicapped?
You know, let me ask another question.
Do I help the handicapped?
Do you help me?
I help you.
Did you help me? You didn't help me walk
Why don't you
in
say
the
Howard
house.
Stern's a nice guy. He helps the handicapped.
Does she have to travel around with those other handicapped comedians?
Yeah, do you travel with those other handicapped comedians?
No.
What do you call them? Jerry Jewell and all the other ones? The guy with CP and the guy with MS.
Chris Fonseca.
Yeah, do you ever get to hang around with all of them?
No, they all move around too much. I get seasick lip reading there.
Yeah, right. I'll tell you something. But me, I'm a friend to the handicapped community.
Howard.
I am a friend.
Howard.
Who else has you
Somebody
on?
hooked up my radio for me so that I could hear you on the radio last Friday. I heard you. That is not a friend to the
Oh, man.
on the radio going,
You didn't like
have toes for fingers?
Wait a second.
I'm not down.
You're not supposed to hear that. Oh, come on. Well, I was upset. The one thing she hears is when I do. No, I'm thinking of going around the country as a deaf-blind comedian, an angry deaf-blind comedian.
You had a ball with that.
Yeah, I like that.
You did.
Yeah, I'm good at it. I can speak deaf. I can do the whole impression and everything.
No, honey, I hate to say it, but you don't do deaf very well.
Yes, I do. You don't understand something. I do deaf better than anyone. It's almost like I was born deaf.
in a sense. What'd you think of that? Come on, admit it. I'm as good as you at it. I'm better at it than you are.
No, you're not too bad.
Well,
if your life dream is to be a deaf person, by all
my
means, go
dream is to be a person. I don't like when someone calls me a deaf person. I don't like when somebody says that I'm handicapped because I'm handicapable.
Handicapable.
Right? See? How's that?
Yeah, okay.
All right, there, yeah.
Well, did you tell her your theory was that she's not even deaf? This is her in.
Oh, she's not deaf. She was a hearing comic for about 5 years, was getting nowhere, and then tapped into this whole deaf
She
thing.
put earplugs in.
Yeah, she put in earplugs. Listen,
How's it working? Am I getting paid good money?
you're telling me
Who might have complained?
you can hear, right?
With
So,
the hearing aid,
yeah, of course.
with the hearing aid.
But you're not deaf. Of course you're not deaf. So anyway, you went on HBO.
Yeah.
You did your special. You got a big shot. That's a big shot for a comedian to get an HBO special.
Yeah, it was fun.
I mean, and the one person you make fun of is me.
From my heart.
Yeah, but I mean, I liked it. I mean, I remember, Robin, I wasn't really offended.
Right, you always said, well, it's not bad. You know, I guess it's kind of cute.
It's
but...
cute, but it would have been nice if you said, hey, I really love that guy.
Do you want to know something?
I'd like to get into that guy's pants. How's your sex life doing?
What's the sex life?
You know. Are you getting anything?
No.
You're not?
No, am I supposed to?
Well, you don't have a boyfriend?
Am I supposed to have that too?
No, come on. Do you have a boyfriend?
No, I haven't dated him 5.5 years.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Is that by choice?
Are you gay?
No, I don't think so, but
No?
it's starting to look pretty darn good.
Really? So no one reads your lips, huh?
No.
Yeah. Yeah, I know how to read your lips, baby. So what do you say? You're kidding me. You don't have a boyfriend?
No, I don't have time to date, honey.
Something's weird with that.
Too busy.
What's your story?
I have no story. I have no
guys
man,
hit on you?
They don't have.
You're a good-looking
Nobody
woman.
asked me out. I swear to God,
Really?
nobody ever approaches me.
See, I'd like to date a deaf woman. Because they need you.
And they're what?
You're a little bit needy. I like
Oh,
that.
I'm not needy.
I can interpret for you.
I can interpret for
Yeah, and
you.
you're like, oh, you're so great. You can hear. You know what I mean? She'd be impressed with me just for hearing. That's why I want to go out with you. Really? You can't get a date?
I don't get asked out. I don't date.
I would go out with you.
No,
I would go out with you.
not unless you're disabled. Now remember.
No, I mean, you got a really nice body.
Thank you, honey.
Look at it. Nice ass.
I'm sitting on it. You can't even see it.
Stand up. Let me see. Let me
I'm
see what
not
you got.
standing up.
Stand
for
up.
you.
Let me look you over.
I'm not your typical dumb broad that
Come
come
on.
into the
What's the
station.
matter?
Forget about
Turn
it.
around so I can take a look. And you can't hear what I'm going to say anyway. So even if I say something bad, you'll be happy.
I can't even hear you looking at the front of you, so don't worry about the back half.
I'm looking at you. It's nice. I'm very nice to you. I don't know why you couldn't say a few nice words to me about on HBO.
Howard, I made that promise to you. Can I break my promise?
Imagine how horny she is.
5.5 years.
5.5 years. That's worse than Robin.
No, after
You got me by about half a year.
Yeah, really. 5 years for Robin.
Come on, Robin.
5 years.
5 years?
Yeah.
That ain't no big deal, is it?
Well, it's beginning to be.
No big deal.
Look at this.
Go to
This
your
is great.
doctor, get examined, they have to use the dust
That's a lot
big
of fun,
deal.
I could talk behind her back with her looking at me. I love that. So, you were with a guy 5.5 years ago.
5.5 years ago, yeah.
And like, do you orgasm? Do your hands start moving and stuff, or do you do it orally?
No, just one hand moans and groans. The
Really?
other one-
That's fantastic. So what happened to that guy you had 5.5 years ago?
Well, I was so good, he's pretty much gone.
Yeah. Can't believe it. So you must be corny out of your mind. What do you
No.
do when you're on the road and stuff? Do you think about guys?
Not at all.
You never think about guys?
Not really.
You've never
No,
pleasured yourself in 5 years?
No, I just don't really think about it.
Oh, okay.
I really don't think about it, Howard. I'm
You're
not,
telling me that
I'm
in
not
5
your
years
typical women.
you haven't gotten naked in your room and pleasured yourself?
No, I've never pleasured myself naked.
Oh, that's a lie. Now you're not
If you
being
see
truthful.
myself, no, if you see me, I don't.
You
I
got
take
a nice
bath.
body.
I take a bath with a bathing suit on.
And you never get horny?
No, don't get horny. I don't even see that many guys out there I'm attracted to.
Really?
Honest to God.
I don't buy
I don't see
that.
that many guys.
No, I can agree with that.
Yeah, but you use a vibrator every night.
Yeah, I didn't
I mean,
say-
you're honest at least. She's good. Yes.
I've never used one of those, Robin.
Oh, they're
Never.
fun.
I figured I got enough batteries running on me as it is. High voltage over
That's
here.
true.
That's right. You could electrocute yourself.
You could get some terrible wicked
Yeah.
interference.
Oh, no kidding. You don't even do that?
No,
That's a little strange. Oh, I see, because you're very Catholic, aren't you?
Yeah.
Are you? Very
you're
religious?
praying. Very Christian.
Yeah, and if there was a God, why doesn't he give you some hearing or something?
He does hear me.
Yeah.
He does hear me.
You're saying
When I leave here, he goes, girl, I don't know why you put up with him.
That's pretty good that you're deaf and you believe in God. If I was deaf, I'd be like, hey, God, what is this? What is this? Why do you make me deaf? How'd you lose your hearing? One of those antibiotics?
We don't know. We don't know if it was from birth. I was RH negative, and then I had spinal meningitis when I was 3.
Oh, man. Hey, is that contagious? Let me back off a little. No wonder no one's dating you. I don't want to get that spinal meningitis. When you were 3, you got that?
Yeah, about 3.
Where was your mother? What, she put you in a drafty window or something? How do you get that at 3? Robin, that must be bad parenting.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a very common, very contagious disease.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't get it.
Very common.
Really? Must have bathed you in ice water, I'm telling you. So wait a second. You're telling me you went on HBO and the one person you made fun of was me?
Out of love from my heart.
Yeah. I bet you're attracted to me.
What do you think? I am.
Yeah, I know.
I am.
I can nail you in 2 seconds, couldn't I?
2 seconds. From what I heard yesterday on TV.
That's all I need.
That early ejaculation stuff.
Yeah, that's true. So anyway, congratulations on your HBO special.
Thanks,
do you want to hear it again?
Sure, let's hear what she said about you. Might as well play it in front of her.
All right. I mean, it's not, listen, I know it's a joke and everything, and it's funny. Oh, here it is. Okay. I know it's supposed to be a joke and it's funny and everything, but it would have been nice to just say, hey, Howard Stern was not the ogre that people think is. He was a really nice man. Just someone stick up for me.
But she was politically correct. She bashed you.
Politically correct is to bash me. You played by the rules and bashed me.
Howard, you and I do the same thing. You just do it with negativity. I do it with positivity. I found out that it was positive to make fun with you.
That's right. All right, here we go. This time I have her on. Be like Jay Leno once a year.
In the Gone But Not.
Kathy's changed a lot.
Oh, here it is on tape 2. Baba Booey always screwing me up.
You guys know who Howard Stern is? You do?
Right, then I hear, hey, do you guys know who Howard Stern is?
Kathy can't hear. Do you have to explain?
Oh, Kathy's deaf. I'm playing the tape, Kathy, of you.
You don't play all over the country, right? There's certain places you don't play because there's some states that don't know you.
Right. So what?
So I didn't know that. That's why I had to end up asking the audiences.
Oh, yeah, I know. Well, everyone knows who I am. I'm a very big star.
Yeah. He gets on national TV.
Anybody know who Howard Stern is? I see, ask anyone knows. I'm just say, oh, she say, hey, I did the show.
Where'd you do her special?
Here, where'd you do your special? Where was that taped?
In Aspen.
Aspen?
Aspen.
Oh, yeah, they don't know me up there.
We're not in Colorado.
I industry people up there.
Yeah, oh, okay. Oh, they knew me.
I didn't. See, I can't hear the radio. I can hear the music because I can feel the vibration of the music. But if somebody is talking on the radio, I don't understand what they're saying. So I'm hoping that Sony will come out with a radio with big floppy lips. Anyway, Howard Stern wanted to know who this deaf comic was. Apparently, he was trying to locate me through the radio.
Right, that's cute.
That's cute. That's okay.
all cute.
Everything's okay so far,
It just would have been nice at the end to say, hey, Howard Stern is a good guy.
I really love him.
Yeah, and no one ever says that. I can't get one lousy person to say it. It's not right. Next special, I want you to say something nice about me.
Is the tape still going? I can't tell.
Yeah, it's still going.
I can see your face.
Of course it's going. Yeah, it's going right now, honey. Hey, sounds good. We're listening to your whole friggin' album. It's unbelievable. Yeah, I make you laugh, don't I?
You do.
Yeah, you're horny. I'm telling you. You need it real bad. I'll stop by your room later. I'll do you if you want. My wife won't care.
Yes,
she'll know I'll do it without it because you haven't had it in 5 years.
You end up with spinal meningitis and you'll be deaf.
Yeah, right. That's all I need. Imagine me as deaf. Wouldn't work. I wouldn't have your patience. But anyway, listen. Kathy, what you have to do is, next time you have a special, because you're a deaf person, that would be really good if a deaf person came out and endorsed me.
You know what I wanted to have?
Then no one could make fun of me.
I wanted to do it on The Tonight Show and have you be on the guest at the same time and hear it for the first time while I was on The Tonight Show. That's what I wanted.
Except Jay didn't put you on. I put you on. You could at least do something nice. Jay, you're nice about.
Can I break my promise?
What is that?
The promise that I made when I was first here.
What is that?
And I told you when I left, I promise you I will not ruin your reputation because I know you want to be the look of the bad guy.
She doesn't have to ruin your reputation to say she likes you.
Right. That doesn't ruin her reputation. I don't know what this is. Next time you get on TV, I want you to say something nice about me. You understand? It looks really good if a deaf person comes out for me.
And if I do, what do I get?
I'll do you. I'll give you some sex. I can't go all the way with you, but I'll use my fingers.
Here, you know what I mean?
I'll use my fingers.
Forget about it.
What do you mean forget about it? Oh, yeah, you want that.
I was thinking cash. You know?
Cash? Here's cash. Here's $5. No, that's the proper thing to do.
Hey, I made
don't
you
see
popular.
What other shows put you on besides mine? Think about it.
A lot of talk shows.
Who? What talk show?
Phil Donahue.
Phil Donahue, yeah, but that was about like deaf stuff.
Donahue's not going to have you on more than once.
Yeah, Donahue has you on once to do the deaf comedian show. I had you on because you're a comedian.
There's a difference.
That's true.
That's right.
I give
Phil
you
Donahue's just using you for your deafness. Who else had you on? Tonight Show, 1 time, 2 times. Big deal. You treat me nice. And then if a deaf person says I'm good, no one can argue with it.
But you don't know what I say behind your back. I said that in front of you. What I say to people behind your back, you'd be surprised.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, say it on stage.
You want me to say it right here on the radio?
Yeah.
You want me to?
No, I want you to say it on
But
stage on HBO.
On HBO?
Howard, you should go on like this. Howard Stern is a great guy. That's what you say.
Howard Stern is really a wonderful man.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
That's
That's
the
it.
man really has a good heart.
That's right. I'm the one guy who has you on. If tomorrow you got your hearing back and you didn't talk funny and all that stuff, I'd still have you on.
You know what? I know something.
Phil
If I got
Donahue
my
has you on.
hearing tomorrow, I would go deaf coming in here again just for that purpose.
Right. Phil Donahue has you on because she talks funny.
Yeah, but there's a one-shot deal.
Right. Today, comedians will talk funny on Phil Donahue. Me, I have you on because you're a regular person. Because I've been noticing your talent.
You really treated me with respect?
Yes.
Wow.
So then get on the HBO the next time and say something nice about me. Right,
Okay,
Robin?
When I have my next special, I have another special that's going to come out. And when I have it,
Another special?
Yeah, I say it in sign language so nobody will know what I'm saying because I want to keep my promise.
All right. Now, come here. Come here. I'll hug you goodbye, and you can have. This will be your sex. Come here. I'll squeeze your ass a little. Come over here. Come here. Come over here, and I'll hug you.
Can you have it?
You want a hug?
Well, I'll just get a hug from you.
Do you want one?
Yeah.
Come on over right now. Watch this. This girl hasn't had sex in 5.5 years because she's deaf. Watch this. Come over here. I'm going to sign on your tusses. Come here, watch this. Come here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No bra? No bra?
What for?
Let me see. Let me see if there's a bra.
Get out of here.
I didn't feel a bra under there. How come?
You didn't feel the underwire? I
No.
feel the underwire. That's
Really?
the only thing
What
that
are you?
I have going for
What
me.
are you, a B cup?
No, we're talking AAA.
Are you an A?
AAA.
Oh, maybe I won't do you then. I thought you were packing a little sweater meat. Well, listen, Kathy, good luck. Now, what is this? Is this HBO special out on record?
No, we're going to do another HBO special. I'm going to do an hour special just by myself.
All right.
Oh, wonderful.
But I don't know when that. And then I also have a book that we're working on.
Yeah, well, write something nice about me in the book.
I will.
Because it would turn things around if deaf people endorse me.
Somebody.
I need handicapped people to endorse me.
When I say something nice, they say I'm just doing it because I work with you.
Right.
Kathy has to do it.
Yeah, you do it. I feel bad for you. You got no hearing. You got no boobs. You got nothing.
Oh, put me
I'll help you.
through.
That's right. Dedicate your book to me.
You want me to?
Yes. That I'd like.
And then you forgive me for the joke?
Yes.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's good with my reputation.
Kathy Buckley, the comedian. Not the deaf
Can
comedian.
we see her somewhere soon?
Yeah, where can we see you? Why don't you do a plug?
I'm doing Princeton this weekend, tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday.
All right. Tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday, you'll be
Catch
in
the Rising Star.
Catch a Rising Star in Princeton, New Jersey.
And they're also going to retape the HBO special in June.
You're going to tape a new HBO.
No, excuse me, re-air it.
Or re-air it in
Yeah.
June.
Okay,
very
so look
good.
for that.
HBO infamously cheap. They probably paid you nothing for that. Am I correct?
I don't know. I never saw a check.
Yeah. HBO doesn't pay comedians that well. They give you, like, what they do is...
They did very nice. They took
Did
care of
they?
me. Yeah, they took good care of me. They
Yeah,
really did.
because they don't want any deaf people running around bad-mouthing them. That's what that's all about. Trust me on this. I know that organization. Infamously cheap. If I didn't hear, they'd pay me.
That's why HBO is where comedy is.
That's right. But
You think
Kathy...
you're going to get paid?
You bet. Kathy, congratulations.
Thank you.
I do sign. May I sign to you? All right. She knows what that means.
The hula?
I told her a little joke. All right. She knows what I'm saying.
I see what
I
you're
said
doing.
something dirty to her in sign
Yeah,
language.
I see what you're doing.
You only wish.
All right. Okay. You know what I want. All right. She knows. I'm telling her jokes in sign language. I'm very, very.
You're versatile. You're...
Well, I have deaf people in my family, so I know how to sign. I'm talking to her as we talk. Right?
No, you're just causing a draft over here.
No, I see. All right. Okay, there we go. All right. Listen, Kathy, thank you so much, and we'll see you in Princeton this weekend, tonight, tomorrow night, and Sunday night.
Correct. Catch a Rising Star.
Catch a Rising Star. All right. Kathy Buckley, everybody, the wonderful comedian who couldn't find anything nice to say about me on HBO. And we'll be back after these words with our soupy tapes.
We'll be back with the Howard Stern Show. Don't go away. 97.1 The Eagle.
841 at The Eagle. This is Brad Backstreet. It's 845 at 97.1 The Eagle.
Howard Stern all morning. Pure rock all day. Yeah. 97.1 The Eagle. We're back with the Howard Stern Show.
One fell swoop. One fell swoop.
It is pretty, though, isn't it?
Hey, Jackie the Joke Man. Jackie the Joke Man Marlowe, over 350 filthy jokes on CD or cassette. $10. Oh, man. $10 plus $3 shipping and handling. Jokeland special, buy two, get one free. 1-800-323-KING. KING, the number to call. Visit Jokeland on the World Wide Web for jokes and Jokeland's internet address. Call 516-9221. Remember, 516-9221 is not a pay service. Our own Jackie the Joke Man is in the corner poking his ears out to get on HBO. He can't believe it. What do I have to do to get on HBO? Do I have to poke my ear? Hey, how you doing? This is Jackie the Deaf Joke Man. I don't know what I'm doing. I can't hear you. Please don't film me now. Yeah. Kathy Buckley, the deaf comedian. I didn't mind. I mean, I was kind of complimented that she even mentioned me on HBO, but would have been nice if there was something nice thrown in there.
Well, she keeps thinking that she has to say that you're nice. That's not what you're asking.
Right.
You're asking her to say something nice.
I know. She don't hear too good. She don't hear me. I was going to do that whole Soupy Sales biography thing, but maybe I'll save that for Monday and just take some phone calls.
Okay.
Because we're running out of time.
Soupy's biography is something that should be highlighted at a much more listened to time.
No, it's not well listened to. It's just I want to end on time, or close to time today. I got to cut a bunch of commercials after. I just want to get on schedule.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? But
well, you had come back from. Well, when did this start? I guess at the New Year. You just sort of threw out the old deal. We had been getting off earlier.
I know. I'm trying to get off earlier because we've been going to 11 o'clock, and everybody around here thinks I work 5 hours. Damn it! I got into radio to work 4 hours. I fought long and hard to only do 4 hours. Now here I am doing 5.
Yeah, people used to try to make you come in at 5:30 in the morning and do an extra half hour, and you refused.
Yeah. I'm the Rosa Parks of radio. When they tried to put me on earlier, I refused. New York, you're on the air.
Hi, Howard.
Hey.
Hi. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Hi, Robin. How you doing?
I'm okay.
I wanted to... Can I just blow on my radio?
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
So far, she's done everything wrong. She has the radio up, and she said hi to you and me.
I thought she was going to continue with Jackie and Fred.
Yeah. Hi, Gary. Hi, Jackie. Hi, Fred.
No, actually, I did want to say hi to Gary, though. Gary would remember me because he flipped out when I was in the New York pageant.
The beauty
The
pageant?
woman who called his house.
Oh, you called his house?
I was upset. I sang at the pageant. I sang a Melissa Etheridge tune.
Yeah.
And,
Are you a lesbian?
no.
No, she was very normal. That's
You know what her great story is?
What?
She thought that she deserved tickets to the pageant because she
I didn't get on the show.
because she didn't get in. They towed her car the day she came to perform.
Oh,
and
my
she was
God,
a
you
teacher.
remember.
She went on Fox TV and talked about how great it was, and they fired her.
Right.
For being in our pageant.
So that was our fault.
So she wanted tickets.
That
Although in retrospect...
actually, I didn't get fired for that reason. I lied.
Why did you get fired?
Oh, it was a long story. I was
having
teaching.
sex with one of the kids.
Oh, Robin.
Did you have sex with your students?
Robin, that book is getting to you.
Is your name Janice Lynn Manuel Santiago?
No, no, it's Mimi actually. What happened? Well, that job, I actually got robbed. My paycheck, it was around Christmas time, and I was robbed by one of my coworkers.
Yeah, so why'd they fire you?
I confronted them, and it was a whole big thing, and I don't want to get into it. It was
So you got fired because you got robbed?
Well, I confronted the person, and my principal was concerned about a racial issue, and...
You mean it was a black person?
Well...
Were you sure?
Let's put it this way. In the school I was teaching, and I was a minority.
I see. So
and I was really good friends with everybody. I had nothing. It was just...
Did you have proof that this person... I said, did you have proof that this person stole?
No, I didn't. No.
And how did you know they stole it?
There had been a lot of robberies going on, a lot of people's bags, and money was being stolen.
Well, why did you accuse this particular individual?
Everybody kind of knew, and she was seen in places where she wasn't supposed to be, and I just flipped because I just knew because I had seen her in my room, and it was just I don't even want.
Why would you keep your purse somewhere where you were not?
It was in my classroom. It was locked up in my closet.
No. You didn't answer my question. You didn't lock your purse in the closet.
It wasn't locked.
That's right. Of course not.
Well, I definitely
Don't lie
locked
to me.
it.
I locked it in my closet. You women leave these purses laying around, and then you're amazed when you get robbed. There's no honest people.
Well, you know what it is? I usually don't have any money, and then I happen to have cash.
So how can you accuse this woman of doing it when you don't even have any suspects? I mean, it sounds ridiculous. No wonder they fired you.
I was going to say, maybe you were.
It didn't happen like that. Actually, they loved me. I asked to be fired.
They loved you, and you asked to be fired.
I did.
You asked to be fired.
Right, because it was too uncomfortable. The whole situation was uncomfortable, and I didn't want to quit because I needed to get unemployment. You understand?
Oh, I see. So they fired you, and then you called us and said you got fired because you were on our show.
Yes.
Yeah, well, that's
So you're
a
lying.
liar.
So you're a liar.
Howard, she's so unstable.
Oh,
she was
my
crying.
And she was teaching children.
She was crying.
You know, maybe
like
you
her
were
mother
pageant
died
material.
because we wouldn't give her tickets.
Yeah,
like, I mean,
and crying.
You were crying, Mimi.
Gary, you called me up and said you were gonna effing kill me.
I did say that because you were invading my privacy.
I left a message on your machine.
How many times, Mimi? 3? 3?
No. Once, and then a few weeks later, another time.
And then a few weeks later, one more time.
No, but as a matter of fact, you never
Is she
even
cute?
used your number. It's
Is she cute at least?
She's medium.
Yeah.
She's not a looker and she's not ugly.
What?
She's okay.
No way.
She's actually could stand to lose a few pounds.
Really?
No way.
But she's got a good voice, good singing voice.
Are you kidding?
On a scale of 1 to 10, is she a 4?
I vaguely remember. No, she's probably like a 6.
Oh, a 6.
No way.
Wait, you think you're a 10?
I would say an 8 3/4.
Come on up, Mimi.
I definitely will.
Why don't you come up and let me look at you? I'll tell you what you are to your face.
Okay.
You're probably a 3.
No, when I walked in for the first
She got a
time.
nice body?
I vaguely remember. Do you have red hair?
No.
I can't remember, but I remember her being
little. She's a small girl.
Oh, thanks. I'm really not though, but thanks.
No.
height-wise?
Yeah, if I remember right, and she could lose a few pounds. She's a 7 till she talks, then she's a 6.
Aw,
Right.
that's one nice.
And then when she tells you her life story, she's a 4.
It keeps dropping.
So of course, she's still calling my house. I think.
Oh, really?
Well, she just said it. You know, when I moved out of town, you have your numbers forwarded. So of course, she probably tried to call me again.
Yeah.
No, I didn't try to call you again. I just wanted to see if you had changed it.
So you tried to call me again.
But she was just checking to see if you
Yeah, I
changed
was just
it.
saying. I have nothing to say. What was I going to say to you? I have nothing to say. I just called.
So then when she wanted tickets to the pay-per-view, she
Yeah,
started crying and accusing us of getting her fired?
No.
Yeah, she goes, I got my car towed for you, and I got fired for you guys, and I'm a big fan. I've been a big fan. This is the thanks that I get.
Yeah,
I can't even get tickets.
That's how people get delusional.
Look what I did for you. Look what I did for you.
I really am a big fan. I wanted to tell you something.
And wait a second, she stole our phone number. That's how she got my phone number. She stole it out of one of the mailboxes in the back.
And she was teaching children.
Exactly.
She's a thief.
And first she said she was fired. Then she said she wanted to be fired. Then
Oh my God! I call you guys a year later, hoping I won't be abused.
I got it down to a liar, a thief, and a 6.
Yeah.
So I'll come up and sing for you, and you'll see, and you will remember.
All right, why don't you come up? Let me take a look at you.
Okay.
Where do you live?
I live on Long Island.
What are you doing now?
Actually, I switched careers. I'm a speech language pathologist. Well, I have one more year of school. I'm doing my internship right now.
How old are you?
I don't want to tell you. I want you to.
No, how old are you?
I'm in my 30s.
And you still going to college?
Well, I already have a master's. It's my second master's.
Oh, boy.
She sounds like one of those really smart people who doesn't know what to do with her life.
Are you married?
No.
Divorced?
Nope. Just
Who's going to marry her?
highly selective.
And who's paying for all this college?
I'm a professional singer, also.
And who's paying for this college?
Me. I have loans up the wazoo. I'm going to post.
Oh, yeah, you should get a good job when you
Listen,
get
I
out of
just
there.
want to tell you something. It's really funny. When I started going to school, I have all these brilliant professors, right? Great guys. And I'm real. I kind of noticed by something one of the professors was saying that he listened to you. So then we started talking. I went up to me after class. I said, "You listen to Howard?" He said, "Yeah." We started, BSing about that. So then the other day in class, he goes, he was saying something. He's getting in this really serious talk about swallowing disorders and all this stuff. and somebody's talking about somebody aspirating, and he goes, yeah, it happens. And, like, 3 people went, it happens. And it's the whole class is crap.
Hi, you're on the air.
Oh, man. Can't understand. She's not.
I can't believe I hung in for that whole story. It's the first time in my life I hung in for a story and it sucked.
I wondered how long you were going to stay with it. I thought, well, maybe he just wanted to come down. I don't know.
People accuse me of cutting people off, and it's like, I just
Are
said,
you getting sensitive to what people say?
no, I just kind of felt like, hey, maybe that's legitimate. Maybe I should listen. Maybe somebody's got something good to say. And every once in a while I try it out, and it never works out. Maybe somebody for once has something cool to say. It never works out. There's no good storytellers. I'm the only good storyteller. No wonder I'm successful. I should know better. Miami, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard, how you doing, man?
All right, man.
Hey, what happened to Bow and Ray? Where are those two?
Well, I guess like everything else, we just haven't done it in a while.
We burned on it, but
we might do it again.
Hey, come on, I like to listen to them, man.
All right, maybe I'll do it again.
All right, dude.
All right. New Orleans, you're on the air. I get time for a couple more phone calls, then I got to do the news. Come on, New Orleans, you're on the air.
New Jersey, hello. Why can't you stay married?
I don't know. We'll be back after these messages.
Cleveland, you're on the air.
Yellow.
Hi.
How you doing?
Okay, what can we do?
What can we do?
Yeah.
The Howard Stern Show?
Yeah.
Man, I've been trying to get through for...
Yeah, I know all about it.
Yeah.
Now that you've gotten through after 8 months, you must have something important to say.
Well, I'm the king of all ribs from Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
Is that any good?
All right, thank you.
Yeah, right.
8 months. 8 months of your life devoted to getting
He called to say, I am the king of all ribs?
Yeah.
And you were supposed to do something like
that? Just to play with that, I guess. Hi, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard.
Hey.
Got some information for you about OJ.
All right.
It's kind of sick, though.
Is this Kato Kalin?
No, it's about his wife. I rented a porno video over here.
Yeah.
And they got a girl on the cover, and she's inside, and she looks a lot like Nicole Brown Simpson. And that's kind of how they're advertising. They're not saying it, but she's right on the cover.
Yeah, well, it's not her, but it's someone who looks like her.
Right.
How's that about OJ?
Well, I was thinking she's pretty white.
Chicago, you're on the air.
Yeah, Howard.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, welcome back to Chicago.
Yeah, thanks, and thanks for helping us vindicate ourselves.
Hey,
I just knew we weren't losers. It's like, why should we be losers in Chicago? It's just, I can't wait to kick Evergreen in their fat ass.
Well, listen, I was a long-time listener of Steve Dahl until I heard you, and then I realized you're the true king of all.
Yeah, well, that fat pig, man, has been sending me love letters ever since, I don't know, about 10 years ago. And that other jerk-off, Kevin and Brandmeier and Turdman, all those guys, man, they suck.
They're all lame.
And they can all eat me and kiss my feet.
They're all lame. Hey, I want to ask you, when the movie Fisher King came out...
Sitting there on their fat ass, not giving Chicago anything except retreads of what we've done. Kiss my ass.
Hey, you weren't on in Chicago when the movie Fisher King came out. What was your opinion of that movie?
That's a long story. Is that the one with Jeff Bridges?
Yeah, because...
Yeah, that's the one where... Well, I'll give it to you real quick, okay? And then I got to do news. Okay. Like, before that movie came out, I got contacted... My agent got contacted by whatever studio put that stupid film out. And they said, would you please send us tapes of your show? Because we're putting out a movie with Jeff Bridges called The Fisher King. And he plays a disc jockey like Howard. And would you send us tapes so we can study Howard? Now, listen to this. I'm on the air every day in Los Angeles, and these morons are asking me for tapes of my show. All they'd have to do is sit there and tape the show. This is how lame Hollywood is. This is how lame and lazy everyone is in Hollywood. So we said to them, well, now that you say you're going to take tapes of our show and fashion this character after Howard, how about hiring Howard to be the consultant on the movie since you're doing a character-based... Like, why should he give you tapes of his show for free? Wouldn't it be fair that you bring in Howard and you use his tapes and you're asking him about his life? Wouldn't it be fair to at least pay him for that privilege? And they said, no, we don't want to pay him. We just want tapes of the show. So we said, you cannot have tapes of the show, which was the funniest thing I ever heard because I'm on the air every day. All they have to do is tape it. So here they admitted to me that they were taking all of my material, that they were fashioning a character after what I do for a living. But I guess they considered it some honor. They said, you don't understand, Jeff Bridges is going to play this character. I said,
Jeff Bridges getting paid?
Yeah, I said, yeah, why isn't he doing it for free? You tell Jeff Bridges, kiss me and touch us around.
Ask him if he speaks Italian. Hollywood spends millions on nothing. Me, they can't find 10 cents for. This is the studio. Kevin Costner goes underwater. It's $180 million.
I wish he'd have gone underwater. He's on top of the water.
Right. But they couldn't find a penny for me. So I said, you know what? I resent this phone call. I told my agent that I'm not interested. So then a couple of months later, they somehow hooked up with Cates, who works here. Bill Cates.
Mm-hmm.
And Jeff Bridges was in the other studio rehearsing his part or something?
Yeah, he had to watch Bill work the board and stuff like that, and then he had to try to sit back there and do it himself and make it look like he actually could turn on the mics and all that stuff.
Yeah, but ironically, he ends up, out of all the stations in America, he ends up here doing it. And I don't know. And then when it came out, who even cared? It really wasn't. It was a stupid movie. It was about this guy who gets on the radio and he says something, and then some guy kills himself or something. So he ends his own career.
And he kills a bunch of people.
Yeah.
And so he's off the radio.
So the
now,
stupid ass disc jockey blames himself.
roaming around, being practically homeless.
He becomes a homeless person. If they fashioned a character after me, I'd say, wait a second. Some guy killed a bunch of people and that mentioned my name? You realize my ratings are going to go through the roof?
I got to be on the air.
You're kidding me. I got to get on the air now. We're on vacation. I'm coming back early. Call Robin. Track her down and let's get on the air immediately. Remember when Colin Ferguson shot up all those people on the Long Island Railroad? And supposedly someone had gotten through, one of our callers, and had said that I was right there and the guy was screaming Baba Booey.
Yeah.
So everyone called me up and said, evidently this Long Island Railroad massacre was done in your name. The guy screamed Baba Booey. I said, you're kidding. I got to get on the air. So much for Fisher King. I said, you're kidding. He said Baba Booey? Quick. And it turned out to be everyone, no one could tell it was a goof. Yeah. I was like, alert the media. I need a press conference immediately. All right, thanks, dude.
All right, thanks a lot. Hey, crush Kevin. Crush
Kevin's a big pussy who deserves to be crushed.
And crush Steve Dalmo.
Yeah, well, all those guys with their little Loop family.
All right, well, welcome back to Chicago.
We'll see how big their Loop family is when you guys blast them in the ratings, and all of a sudden we'll see if Larry Wirt holds on to them because they're like family to him.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
All right, bye.
Yeah. There's a great scene going on there in Chicago. It's all one big happy family until somebody screws up. The Larry Wirt family. Hey, yeah, we'll sign a long-term contract. Why not? Doesn't matter. We won't pay it off if we decide to fire you. Larry Wirt, a gentleman. That's what makes this industry so great. Businessmen like him. We're not going to pay you. Aren't you in trouble with the FCC? Yeah, Larry, I was in trouble with the FCC when you hired me. Oh, we didn't know that. So we're not going to pay you anymore? Is that okay? Yeah, Larry, why don't you just rate me? Yeah, well, I won't go to court with you. No problem. I'm in court with that guy right now. Larry Wirt, general manager of the great Evergreen Company. Disc jockeys all over America should flock to that company. What a great bunch of guys. And now one of those disc jockeys opened up their mouths. Steve Dahl's the biggest pussy. He just took a massive pay cut. So much for your family, you fat chump. Same with this Kevin Matthews in Chicago. I don't like Howard. He's not part of our family. Hey, Kevin, wise up. Your ratings are dropping. You're going to be out of the family. You're going to be disowned. You stupid nitwit freak.
The family's going to send you out on your own.
Yeah, you're gone. The family decided that they don't need you anymore. You stupid freak. Robin treats her family better. What her family did to her, she's nice to them. Compared to how Larry's going to treat you. Her father molested her, and she treats her father nicer than Larry's going to treat you. You stupid turd. And Mancox is going nowhere. I mean, excuse me, Mancow and Turd. Gee, boys. The party's over. Howie's here. You dick. You filth. You're Steve. You Mama Luke. Can't stand you. Yeah, Howard's all washed up. He's an old man. Yeah, I'm an old man. And maybe I'm washed up, but at least I've done something. You've done nothing. You've done nothing original. You fat cow. Piece of garbage.
Ratings already dropping. We've only been in Chicago for a month, and their ratings are all dropping. The
People
so-called
were just waiting for something good to listen to.
yeah, so-called cow-face loser. Man cow-face loser. 27-year-old unoriginal who stands by his radio and pretends to be Howard. Just call yourself Howard. Kevin, you're not part of my family. You're not part of the Loop family. Yeah, you stupid ass. Neither are you.
Hey, Howard, we're all family here.
Yeah, oh yeah. I should bring in that tape.
Get with the program.
Yeah, I was on a show. You know, you're not... The reason Johnny B and me don't endorse you is because you're not nice to us. Stupid ass. Johnny B, kiss mine ass. Johnny B on the loose. On the loose. Running around like a frantic turd. Stupid jerk. Sitting there in Hollywood. Trying to pretend you're in Chicago. Johnny B, kiss my ass. Man cow. Steve Dahl writing me love letters. Hey, don't you think you and I should be friends since we're the two groundbreakers? Yeah. The only ground you're breaking is because you have big fat feet.
I don't remember him being there when you put the shovel in the dirt.
Yeah. I don't remember him assisting.
Groundbreaking.
So groundbreaking. Why'd you just take a pay cut from Larry Wirt? Larry Wirt, great humanitarian. Howard, we're going to have to let you go because we just found out you're in trouble with the FCC. Yeah, Larry.
Duh.
Check the contract. You guys already had mentioned in the contract that I'm in trouble with the FCC. Wait till I get them in court. I can't wait. They tried to ruin my reputation, and then they were going to take over the syndication. You know what this was all about. Get me in there, make me look like a fool, try to keep me out of Chicago, which it worked for a while, until Cox Broadcasting came along.
The great
Cox Broadcasting, brave enough to call themselves Cox. Gave me a second chance. Tried to make me look bad. So
are you actually going to get to court? You seem never to get to court.
No, that case is progressing quite quickly, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah. We're getting into court.
It would be nice to be in court.
Oh, yeah. I'd like to get to court. I finally got somebody to sue. Well, I got an ironclad case. I mean, I got a contract. These guys know it. But what they're trying to do now is Jew me down.
Oh. It happens.
They're trying to Jew me down.
I think OJ's in the same position.
All right. I'm trying to get emancipated from my ex-family. My family, my Loop family, my Evergreen family.
I'm trying to divorce your family.
Yeah. Yeah. I got a real top attorney on this, too. William Private Partzler. I'm not allowed to say his real name. All right, I'll say it. I don't care. William Kunstler. No, he's not my lawyer.
I should hope. Because he'll come up with some wacky defense.
Yeah, right. I'll be locked in a mental institution.
Jewish rage.
Yeah. Half Jew, Robin.
I'm sorry.
Half Jew.
Half Jewish rage.
All right, we got to take a break, and then when we come back, we're going to tell you about what's going on in the world in our own special way. Right after this.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. Stay right there. 97.1 The Eagle.
We do have a problem.
We're back with The Howard Stern Show. Here's Howard.
Penton Trails rules, Robin. They really do. So, let's do some news. Of course, Robin, the big game is tonight between Indiana and Orlando.
That's right. If Indiana loses tonight, it's over.
Who do you think will win?
I think it's going to go to 7. I have this feeling that they'll pull it out, but the Magic will eventually prevail.
Indiana home court advantage tonight. They're favored by 5 points, I believe. 5 points, Fred?
I think it's 4.
4?
What, are you trying to get some action going?
Jackie asked me, he goes, well, is this the final game tonight? And I said, well, it could be. Fred goes, no. It's game 6. I go, yeah, but it could be if Orlando wins.
Yeah.
Then he tried to backpedal. He goes, well, they're not going to win.
I understand when you met Muhammad Ali, he bet on the Brooklyn Dodgers for tonight. Robin. What?
I think Jackie Robinson's feeling pretty good. So
I'm out of your ignorance. I will forgive you.
Right.
The Creator says.
The Creator. How did she say that? Creator?
The Creator.
The Creator.
The Creator?
You don't call him God. You call him the Creator.
Creator.
I called him God.
No, you said the Creator.
I said God.
That sounds like Star Trek.
Vija.
Vija. That's what it sounds like, the Creator. You know on that planet they call him the Creator? When did you start calling God the Creator?
I just didn't want to say God twice in the same sentence, Howard.
Sorry. Just trying to get into the inner work. Vija once said.
Vija says.
The Creator once said, a being is only...
The Creator hasn't said anything.
What did you say about the Creator?
I said I've heard that the Creator saves his greatest challenges for those he loves best.
Now, where did you hear that?
Some people say that.
Right.
Foot massage.
I bet your foot masseuse was rubbing you too hard when you came up with that one.
Bull crap, I've made up. Ooh, rub that foot a little harder. Ooh, Creator. I've come up with an idea. Quickly, a pen, a quill.
Rub my bunions.
Tickle my
I
piggy.
don't have bunions.
You don't? Smart, you don't wear those spiky heels. You don't get bunions. Bunions. What are bunions?
Bone growth.
Oh.
Big callus on the that outer or inner edge of your foot where your big toe is.
You should have been in here during the commercials. Jackie was bitching about the deaf comedian.
What?
He's like, hey, all she is deaf. She isn't. It's not that funny or stuff.
Oh.
I pulled out all my toenails, and it still nothing happens.
I knew he was upset.
Yeah.
She's getting a whole hour on HBO, her own hour.
Yeah, now it's starting to hit him. Reality.
Bitter man.
She's not that funny. Take away that funny voice. And, I guess everybody has to have a gimmick. And I got to sit there. I'm the one who has to sit and calm him down because Fred doesn't say anything. I'm the one who's got to say, hey, Jackie, your time's going to come. I mean, hopefully you won't die before your time comes.
Jackie, you're going to be the Toastmaster General.
I could have introduced Robin at that Muhammad Ali thing. Hey, Schwarzes! So what's in the news, Robin?
Wait a minute, I got to ask Jackie, did he call Freddie Roman yesterday? Freddie extended an invitation to him through Stuttering John to be on the days at the next Friars Roast.
Freddie is not returning my calls.
Oh, really? Is that true?
No.
Did you call?
No.
Oh.
No. Thought we had a story.
No. I will keep you fully abreast, Miss Service.
Thank you.
All right, what is in the news?
One fell swoop. You were asking about that?
Yes.
Somebody faxed me, says it's a lumberjack term, meaning that you cut the tree down with one swipe of the axe.
One fell swoop. I always thought it was one felt swoop. Like a felt swoop.
What's a felt swoop?
Like a felt line basketball rim. A felt swoop. How do I know? I didn't know what felt swoop was. I just always hear people say one felt swoop. I always thought they said felt. Whatever.
Back at the hospital where Christopher Reeve is laying ill, they say his mother spoke to reporters yesterday, and she says he's struggling to speak.
Yeah, now we'll get an HBO special.
Shut up. What am I going to do? Break my neck?
They think they may have to operate on him early next week, and I see in the Post today that...
What a drag. They say that even with that... You were saying yesterday, even with that kind of injury, at least you can move your jaw. Now he's struggling to move his jaw.
Well, I think the struggle is that he's on a respirator, Howard, and when you have that going on, you can't speak.
So, Robin, when you have a big tube-like substance in your mouth, something the size of a respirator hose... Can you speak?
No.
And what about you personally?
Me? No, I can't speak either.
No, you've had objects that long and large.
No.
Oh, yes, you have.
Don't you even go there.
Can you moan while that's happening?
Never done anything like that. Creator.
You can hum when you have something like that, can't you?
Not if you pass the vocal cords. Oh, please, Jackie.
If your mouth is stuffed up with something like that, you can hum.
Maybe you can. I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't tried it yet.
But remember Stephen McDonald, the officer who was shot and paralyzed? He has a similar kind of injury. And in the Post today, they interviewed him, and he advises Christopher not to give up, that he could still have a very productive life, even though he may be confined to a wheelchair the rest of his life and have to always breathe with assistance.
Yeah, he says it's possible to live a full life.
You can still have a productive life. There's life there as long as you have, a functioning brain. I was talking to Tom in the hall yesterday.
Well, he doesn't have a functioning brain.
Well, that's exactly what Tom said. He said, if anything like that ever happens to me, pull the plug.
Why?
And I said, but Tom, you still have a brain. He said, but that's not functioning.
Even he admits it. Yeah, they always say, at least your brain is functioning.
So Tom would not like to live this way.
It's kind of like spending the rest of your life as Captain Pike. Remember that Star Trek episode?
Yes, the guy who lived in the steam cabinet.
Yeah, imagine that the guy was sweating to death. I don't mean to compare everything in life to Star Trek, but that's like one of the only things I know, so I have to compare everything to Star Trek.
You don't read, so.
Yeah, Captain Pike wasn't that happy, but if they could ship Superman to a special planet where they could actually make him believe that his body was free, then he'd be fine.
Well, somebody faxed me that they could send Superman to Bizarro.
Bizarro world.
Yes, because everything was the opposite of Earth.
There you go. That was
he would be able to walk.
Shows our audience is just as caring as we are. Hey, yeah, why did you guys mention that they could ship Christopher Reeve to the Bizarro world? Hey, that's a beautiful thought. Maybe I'll tell his mom that.
The same guy said, why aren't they considering a transplant from Plastic Man?
Why don't we do this? Why don't we take Christopher Reeve's brain, because he's a pretty intelligent guy, and put it in Tom's body, our general manager? And therefore, the two of them would be better off.
Ah, there you go.
Since that useless space in Tom's head isn't being used, you put Christopher Reeve would have a fully functional body. I'm writing a movie about that. This guy gets paralyzed, and he rents out Tom's body to put his head in.
Tom doesn't even notice that anything's different.
He's super dope.
Too stupid to know he's crippled.
Wouldn't that be a great movie? They take the general manager of a radio station's body since they have no brains. They stick Christopher Reeve's head. They stick his brain in there.
Yeah.
We need a TV show.
Yeah. I need the old TV show back. See, we would have the Channel 9 show. That would be the opening sketch. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the doctor for Christopher Reeves, Dr. Stern, Dr. Howard Stern. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd be dressed up with like a big bun and Groucho glasses. I'd be Dr. Frankenbeans, my famous character, Dr. Frankenbeans. I go, yes, I'll take some questions. You would be in the audience. And yes, Dr. Frankenbeans, what is Christopher Reeve's condition? Well, we're going to do a very unusual experiment. We're going to take Christopher Reeve, Superman's brain, and put it inside the body of another man. And you're going to say...
Well, that's revolutionary. I've never heard of such surgery.
Right. I'll say, yes, well, first of all, you never heard of it because we never could find a donor. But we found someone so dumb that you're not going to believe this, miss.
What?
That we are able to take this donor. He has no clue what's going on in the world. Piece of copy comes in, he doesn't proofread it. When he has to make a decision as a general manager, he runs to his boss and gets the decision. You could meet with him 100 times, tell him, what's indecent, what isn't, still can't get it. The only thing he can do is play golf on a horse. So, see, that's what'll happen.
Yeah.
Once we put Superman's brain in, he'll be able to horseback ride and play golf.
At the same
time. Yeah. So, that's what polo is,
Absolutely.
That's golf on horseback. So, then all of a sudden we'll cut from that scene into the operating room.
Yeah.
And we'll wheel Tom in and...
You'll have the two bodies there.
Yeah, the two bodies. Even you'll be the nurse.
What do you do with Tom's brain when you get it out?
We throw in the garbage. And you say to me, Dr. Frankenbeans, don't we want to...
Put Tom's brain in the other body?
Yeah, and they go, no. And then you go to me, but don't you want to study it for science? I go, there's nothing to study. I'd study a pig's brain before I'd study this. And then I said, what we'll do is send it to China so the Chinks can eat it.
Oh.
They eat dog over there. And you go, that's not right. And I go, okay.
Really? Come on,
well,
put
that's
it in the other box.
that's so WORL it. You go, that's not right. Oh, yes, I know. I'm just politically incorrect.
But what do you imagine if they put Tom's brain into a body that couldn't move?
No, what happens is we throw Tom's brain in the garbage, but by accident, Tom's brain doesn't end up in the garbage.
What happens to it?
It ends up in a bowling alley. And
somebody's using it as the ball?
As a ball, and they bowl a perfect game. And they think it's a new bowling ball because it's never been used. And it's got a lot of holes in it because he's got a bunch of holes in his head.
Hey, throw me again.
So then, but then then you're in their operating room with me. This is the Channel 9 show, so you actually see the operation go on. We open up Christopher Reeve's head and we attach Tom's brain into, and it's tough going at first because Christopher Reeve's body wants to reject Tom's brain. I mean, well, actually, no. Christopher Reeve's brain, you're right, is in Tom's body. Excuse me. I'm just thinking this out for the first time.
Okay.
All right?
Bill, it's a work in progress.
And you are the nurse. You're falling in love with me because I'm Dr. Frankenbeans, and you've never seen anybody work so quickly.
It's brilliant
Yeah.
surgery.
Like, you're not physically attracted to me, but my mind is so incredible that you can't believe it.
I'm not attracted to Christopher Reeve, who's now in a beautiful head.
Right. You're attracted to me because I'm writing this. So Tom wakes up, but it's now Christopher Reeve's brain in there. And Christopher Reeve's first words are, why am I acting so boring? Why are people looking at me with blank stares? Don't they realize I'm smart? And then Christopher Reeves is all freaked out because he can't change that dumb expression on his face. That same stare.
More surgery.
More surgery.
Oh, dear. He's got to have a lot of work done now.
Why am I wearing bad golfing sweaters? So it's a pretty funny sketch, and at the end is the best part. I don't want to give away the ending in case we ever do it.
All right.
In case I ever get a chance.
But how would you feel if this were your situation?
Oh, like that? I don't know, man. What can you do? You can't even move your jaw. What could you do all day? What do you do, read?
Well, he says, McDonald says he heard that Christopher Reeve wanted to direct. There's no reason he couldn't direct eventually.
Yeah. Who's going to direct?
The initial recovery is going to be tough, but there's no reason you can't live a productive life.
No, the reason Christopher Reeve wants to direct so he can get more girls and get laid and stuff. And it's no fun directing if
when you're just sitting in that chair and nobody cares.
Well, let me ask you, if you say, what would I do? Can I still have an erection?
Not one that you can feel or control.
Because I would have hired like a 24-hour hooker. Just sit in the chair and let her do it.
Doesn't mean you don't still have the sexual thought.
Really? Nah. And I'd say to my wife, just in case my penis wakes up, I have to know it. So I have to be with a hooker 24 hours a day. So she couldn't call it cheating. I got a letter from some guy with muscular dystrophy, and he's been in a wheelchair his whole life, and no girls will look at him. He wants to get in touch with that sex surrogate we had on a couple of months ago, the one who wrote the book.
Oh, yeah.
He wants me to hook her up with her, and maybe she would do him.
Does she still do that?
I don't know, man. This guy's pretty messed up.
No dial a day for him. He wants to go right to paying for it.
I kind of know what Christopher Reeve is going through. I mean, in the sense that my wife, when we're in bed together, she kind of lies there like Christopher Reeve. And I say to her,
to deal with a paralyzed person.
Yeah, I've had to deal with a paralyzed person. And I've said to her, what kind of life is this for you? When was her accident? When she married me.
All she can move is her jaw, right?
Yeah. And barely.
With a gun to her head.
Right.
Oh, boy. Well, we'll have to see how this goes.
So I know what it's like. Now, that's pretty... I don't know what I would do. That's a drag. That's a real bummer. I mean, all you are is a brain.
Well, there's that scientist who, is also just sort of basically stuck in a chair and thinks all the time.
Oh, yeah?
It's incredible thoughts.
Yeah, but he's got stuff... I mean, what's Christopher Reeve going to think about? You know what I mean? So what do you think about horse racing? Put me up on the horse.
But he's already awake and he knows what's happened to him.
Really?
So.
It's a drag.
Yeah.
Feel bad for the guy.
It's tough to have to be the person to tell people what's happened to him, too.
Yeah. We should let Fred do that because he has no emotion. He's like a robot. You're paralyzed.
You're paralyzed. Get used to it.
Who told him?
I don't know exactly who told him, but, when somebody's awake and they can't move their body, right away you're going to figure it out. So somebody has to tell you, yep, it's true.
What a life. Oh, man. I'm just thinking, just to get that sensation of horseback riding again, you get like a team of horses to pull his bed. So like you could feel like he's riding horses. One last time. You just hook up like 12 horses.
Well, here actually is a good reason for virtual reality.
Yeah, you see, I would wait for that to happen. Then you'd hook me up and I wouldn't know. That's like Commander Pike. They put him on a planet with virtual reality.
Yeah.
He thought he was living a life. He had a girlfriend there and everything.
It's all in his head.
Yeah.
It was reported that not long before the accident, Reeve agreed to appear in a poster promoting safe horse riding.
Yeah, I would cancel that one. I'd cancel that booking.
It didn't do my heart very good when I heard that the president would be on a horse yesterday either. But
yeah, I don't think he was jumping over anything, though.
He was careful.
Christopher Reeve was doing steeplechase. Why he's involved in that, I don't know.
Well, yesterday when I was reading about him, he also was a pilot. He piloted hang gliders.
So he was an accident.
Looking
for
that.
He was an accident waiting to happen.
Yeah. He was out there risking it all the time.
Yeah.
And he did say that this horseback riding was the most dangerous thing he did. But you have some nerve criticizing him.
That's right.
With you and your bike riding out there in traffic.
Bike is a machine.
What's that got to do with anything?
There's
an animal on its back.
Yeah.
And accidents don't happen when you're on a bike.
Yeah, what are you going to do? Hey, happens. You could be walking down the street, get hit by a car.
Yeah, but
you got to live your life. You know what I'm saying, Robin? You got to be
I don't
enough.
know why you're all.
You don't think I'm worried sick when you're on those rollerblades?
Well, this is what I was going to say. You were on rollerblades for 10 seconds and decided you might kill yourself, so you stopped.
Right.
And then you take up bike riding.
Yeah.
Where you want to go 35 miles an hour.
I know. Yeah, I'm a real speed freak, I can't get that out of my system.
God don't want me in, man.
God don't want me in.
35 miles an hour with nothing around you.
I got more feet to tame. God don't want me in.
God don't want me in, man.
Creator don't want me in. More feet to tame.
The Creator.
Bijou.
Bijou don't want you.
Let's take a break. We'll do more news. Very upsetting, Robin.
It is.
Very upsetting. Well, except for Jackie. He always has a positive attitude.
Having a ball.
All right, we'll be back right after this.
We'll return to the Howard Stern Show after these messages. 97.1 The Eagle.
What is this, Brother P-Touch?
What?
Brother P-Touch.
Oh.
It's a good piece of equipment. I love that thing. If you're looking for something that makes labels, listen to this. Brother came up with the ultimate product. This product, this Brother P-Touch, is just something. It's the size of a cigar box. You type in, I don't know, any label you want for your file folders, your videotapes, your audio cassettes, anything. Folders, shelves, jars. You actually label your jars with it, right?
Yep.
What do you have in those jars?
Well, I have canisters with different kinds of beans in them. My rice is stored that way.
Those beans give you gas?
No, I don't have that problem.
Really? Brother P-Touch, also, so many of these have sold. Thank you. So many of these have sold that they've sold over 1 million. So what they're doing is giving away CDs of million-selling hits from the 80s and 90s. And if you want a free CD, if you bought a P-Touch after November 1st, 1994, you can get in on it by calling 1-800-8-BROTHER, B-R-O-T-H-E-R. Staples, Office Max, Tops Appliance, Macy's, Service Merchandise, CompUSA, 6th Avenue Electronics, and other fine dealers all carry the Brother P-Touch.
Brother products available in the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
Howard Stern all morning, pure rock all day. Yeah. 97.1 The Eagle. We're back with the Howard Stern Show. Here's Howard.
We were doing a little composing there. A little whistling and Jackie mixed in there.
You and Fred.
Yeah, we like that. We were jamming with the band there. Such a funny story I want to tell on the air. I'm just trying to think. You know, this is real quick. I think you know this.
What?
Okay. So, you know, remember a couple of years ago, the station, our radio station in New York, started having a boat party for the sponsors?
Mm-hmm.
And you and I used to have to go, but now we don't have to go anymore?
Right. In fact, they hadn't had one for a couple of years.
Yeah. So the station would rent out this boat, and Rob and I would stand there and have to schmooze with the sponsors.
Why they would have to trap us on a boat, I don't know.
I don't know. Like, you couldn't get out. It was smart on their part, because, I mean, when I wanted to leave, I couldn't.
We would never have stayed the whole
Right.
party.
So I was just thinking about it. They're starting it again this year, but I remember the funniest thing to happen on the boat was Stuttering John. You know this?
No.
What? What?
I was going to say, actually, the best of the boat parties was the year we left Robin behind.
Oh, that was great.
Did you see me waving?
Yeah.
Robin's running down the gangplank towards the boat.
I don't even know if you know this. Stuttering John received... Can I say oral favors on the boat from one of the sponsors? But I won't.
On the boat during the ride?
on the boat during the ride.
I know about that.
Because he was in here bitching to me because there was some Playboy party that night that he wanted to go to and all this, and he says, "Oh, I got to go on the boat ride." I go, "What are you talking about, man? You had the time of your life."
Yeah, I don't know how you wouldn't want to be
I
on the
remember
boat.
Gary connecting one year. Not on the boat.
Yeah.
Right?
That's the girl who threw up on him, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
You're kidding.
Yeah, Gary's so disgusting. He had sex with a woman, she threw up. And he still continued to have sex.
Right. Something like that.
They moved to another room. That's exactly what happened.
Didn't stop him.
Sean, you received gratification from one of the sponsors on the boat, right? In the bathroom.
Well, I was with the girl on the boat, but I received the oral favors a little like
so it wasn't on the boat.
It was on the second date.
Oh, you didn't get it on the boat? Oh, I had heard you got it on the boat.
No, I was with her on the boat.
What'd you do on the boat? How far? Second base?
Maybe just a lot of heavy petting
on the boat.
On the boat, but everybody was hooking up. I think everybody was.
You're kidding? There was a lot of action that year.
Yeah. This thing is working.
Yeah, it is.
Sure it is. Mine is.
Well, we can hear you. Who cares?
He couldn't hear me. That's what he's worried about.
So he's going to break the whole flow of this rap.
Now he stutters and deaf.
Right.
But it was. I mean, it was.
Get on the microphone.
It was one of the. It was one of the best.
Turn it to your face.
It was one of the best. How do I say the best one ever?
Really?
Oh God.
Who else was hooked up?
I'm talking.
No, he's saying for himself it was the best. I say facial favor. Would that be the way to say it?
Tom's the way.
Yeah. Would you approve of that? A facial favor?
I think the way you put it before, an oral favor.
An oral favor, facial favor.
I'm talking 10 seconds.
Really? Yeah, well,
wow.
10 seconds?
I swear to God.
Yeah, maybe I'll go on the boat ride. I could use that for 10 seconds. For 10 seconds, that's hardly cheating. If it's only 10 seconds, is that cheating? Wow. And what happened? You dumped her?
Yeah, it was just a one-night thing,
Yeah.
Do you think she'll be on the boat?
I hightailed it out of there, and then that was it.
Yeah.
No.
Well, it was one of the sponsors' family members.
But do you think she'll be on the boat?
I don't want to get any more specific than that.
No, but do you think she'll be on the boat looking for John?
You never know. She could be. Could be.
Well,
she could be looking to track him down.
Rekindle a relationship.
Yeah.
That would be funny.
Yeah.
All right, you got a room for me.
All right. See you,
I always
Tom.
remember Robin's face going, and I turned around. I wanted to pretend I didn't see her.
And by the way, I was just kidding about them taking Christopher Reeve's brain and putting it in your head.
Sure. That
would be nuts.
I do have a quick Christopher Reeve story.
Oh.
Years ago, when they did the Simon and Garfunkel reunion in Central Park.
Howard, you're going to be so sorry you can't hang up on him.
Actually,
you can hang out. This better be good.
No, it's really, there's no punchline to it.
Right.
But he was sitting in the same row behind me.
Right.
And it got cold. We had snuck in. It was myself, my brother, my wife, his wife.
Right.
We snuck in a bottle of brandy. We weren't supposed to bring bottles in. We were sitting there drinking because it was getting cold. Somebody tapped me on the shoulder. I turned around. It's Christopher Reeve with his girlfriend and kid.
Yeah, and he said, "Hey, can I borrow your body in case I ever get paralyzed?"
No, so we started sharing brandy with him, and he was a super nice guy. He is a super nice guy.
He's Superman. Tom thought he was Superman. Tom was like, "Hey, I know who you are."
He's a nice guy.
that's a great story, Tom.
I knew you'd like it.
Wow. So you shared some brandy with Christopher Reeve.
You fool me with those glasses on.
So in other words, you had the brandy, right?
Yes.
And he grubbed brandy off you.
Yes.
And you shared the bottle with him. You didn't worry. You didn't worry about anything.
I think we wiped it off.
Really? Wow.
Well, we were younger then. It was 1981.
That's a great story.
I knew you'd like it.
Seems like a real nice guy.
Hello, Dark. It's my old
super
friend.
guy. No, he's
You're gonna have a swing.
He's a super guy.
May I rename you King of all anecdotes?
Listen, Howard. Tom told me that story yesterday in hopes that I would say Tom has a Christopher Reeve story, but it was such an awful story, I just ignored it.
Well, did you explain to Tom that a story has a start, a middle, and end? You know that.
There has to be some reason for it.
I see.
They all have middles.
Yeah, I mean, you know, what an anecdote. No, but seriously, listen, your job is not to tell anecdotes. That's mine, and I couldn't run the radio station. Right, exactly. Okay, thank you, Tom. Good luck with everything. Good luck with your career. All right. Tom really on the move. He's right. Yeah, so John actually received oral gratification.
Yeah. Better than that.
Yeah. What's your story? What do you laugh
It's all
at?
the same night, guys.
No, that was a different night.
You got something. I remember I saw you in the parking lot with one of the sponsors.
Oh man. Yeah, we ended up.
I saw it. Remember I came and told you?
I thought, I don't know.
We ended up going back to my apartment. It was really weird.
That's the girl who vomited on you, isn't it?
No.
This is the girl who went to the bathroom on a city street.
No, that's a different one. That's a different one.
People he was with.
What a bunch of gals.
No, this girl was. This is a really weird story. She worked at one of the ad agencies, is all I'll say. So, and it was a long time ago. And she was acting really wacky, but I didn't care because she was sort of cute.
Right.
So we ended up getting, after the boat ride, we went to a party afterwards at like one of those Mexican restaurants. She missed her bus to go back to New Jersey, so I brought her back to my apartment, and we were running around. It was pretty wild and stuff.
Right.
She was acting really wacky. Like when it came time to go to sleep, she wouldn't go to sleep. Like I was like,
so you did her, and then she continued to act wacky.
Right. She wouldn't go to sleep, and then all of a sudden she kept complaining that it was really hot. And she was like running around my room and running around my apartment. And I kept saying, "Would you just be quiet and go to sleep?"
Yeah, I'm tired.
She was like weirding me out. So all of a sudden, I couldn't. I woke up, like I fell asleep for a minute.
Was she high?
Yeah, I mean, she was really drunk.
Right.
And I got really nervous because I was afraid. I didn't know.
She jumped out the window or something.
So I was just afraid of her.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you could like chop your penis off.
I finally nodded out, and then all of a sudden I woke up. And she's nowhere in the room.
Oh.
So all of a sudden I start, it's like 5 in the morning. I'm running around the apartment looking for her. She's in the shower. I go, "What are you doing?" She goes, "I'm boiling. It's so hot." She's like scrubbing herself because she's so hot.
Oh my God.
And then she woke up the next morning and she said, "Yeah, I got to call work and I got to call the guy I live with.
Oh.
Tell him that why I didn't come home last night."
Oh man. Was she good looking?
Yeah, she was real cute.
Did she act normal when she wasn't high?
When she woke up the next morning, she was an entirely different person.
So you wouldn't see her again?
It was just too weird.
Yeah.
Plus she was living with a guy. I felt really bad.
Right. Did you tell her that, she was really hot? Did she remember?
She kept screaming about, "Where's my air conditioner?" And I said, "I don't have one."
Oh, my God.
And she kept going, "Where's the air conditioner? I need to turn it on." And I kept saying, "I don't own an air conditioner."
What, does she have fur?
I don't know what was going on. But
she's like Mrs. Jekyll and Hyde, though. In the morning, she's like normal.
Well, I heard that the couple of the salespeople here that knew her pretty well told me that, like that movie Blind Date?
Yeah.
She wasn't supposed to drink.
Oh.
And when she drank, she got really nuts.
She ended up in bed with you.
It had something to do with diabetes.
Oh,
something
man.
like that. But they said she's not supposed to drink, and when she didn't drink, everything was cool, and when she drank, it was like that movie.
Wow.
But she really was that person in the movie.
Wow. Boy, that's the best date. A girl who isn't supposed to drink, who's drinking.
But Gary would go to sleep no matter who was in the house.
I can't fault him for that.
I told her when I called.
Oh, go to sleep. Yeah, I know.
I don't.
He's got a woman. He's got a woman running around the apartment on fire, and he's like, "Could you quiet down?" I gotta say.
She said, "I'm on fire." That's
oh
what she
man.
said. So finally, I told her. I swear to God, I yelled at her like she was a 3-year-old. I said, "You get out of that shower. You put your clothes on. You shut up. You get in bed. And if you don't get in bed, I will put you right out on the street."
Wow.
And then she went to
How
sleep.
romantic. Carrie would have slept through the Oklahoma bombing.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
He doesn't even care.
Oh, man.
Nerves of steel. I'm surprised you're still here.
Way to get her in line, though.
She did. She got right in line.
Well, you know how to deal
I never yelled at anybody like that before. But I just wanted to see if it would work.
I don't know how you got married, man. You were having too much fun.
I think that he got tired of the lunacy because almost every girl except the woman he married was kooky as heck.
I guess.
That is almost true, Robin.
So you just started making out with that sponsor on the boat, and then, like, was everyone looking that you were making out with her?
Hey, Rob, weren't you on the boat then? Didn't you see me making out with her?
I think I did, and that's why I asked you, and you told me about the rest of it.
Yeah,
that your
and she was
next
good
day-
looking, too.
You know what John, you know what John confided to me that I thought was really funny? He told me that the entire act, you know, of
10 seconds.
Less.
Really?
He described it to me in 3.
But
it was that good, huh?
But the worst part about it, I was boasting how great I was and how long and how much control I had. So she wasn't expecting to end there.
Right.
She was supposed to go on to bigger and better things.
Wow. Well, you mean you never even had full sex with her?
No, because it...
Yeah, but after that, can't you just, like, wait 10 minutes and then get into it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but...
I do.
Yeah.
When? You admitted on Channel 9 that you've never had sex twice in the same night.
with Allison. I've had sex with women 5 times. It's only with Allison. I can't get it together for a second time with her.
But see, the problem was I had a girlfriend at the time, so I was kind of feeling guilty after that. I was like, I gotta get out of here.
Really?
Yeah, there's something hormonally that after that happens, you start to feel guilty. I don't know what that is.
5 seconds later.
All right. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, if I cheated my wife, I'd go through guilt for like months. It's like not worth it.
But that girl on the boat ride, she didn't even like me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She was hanging all over our program director who was married.
Right.
And she was like hanging all over him, and he kept going, get away, get away. So finally, he saw me in the parking lot, and he goes, here, go with Gary. He's single. And I thought, you know, I mean,
that was it.
There was no effort involved.
Wow.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh, why doesn't that ever happen to me?
Could just as easily have been John or anybody.
Yeah, whoever she was passed to.
The roulette wheel.
Like a slug. All right, very good. Thanks, guys. We're in the middle of the news, so we want to give that many details. All right, very good. Thank you.
You're narrowing it down.
Always this one wrong thing. I bleeped them. All right, very good.
I know that what happened with John was that he was unprotected during that whole encounter.
Oh, he was afraid to get a piece or something?
Oh, immediately he went into a whole, oh, my God, what am I doing?
Well, who gets protected
now
for that?
I could have it. But, you know, he didn't know where this girl came from.
Right,
right. All of a sudden, he had remorse.
Well, you can't get the AIDS from that, can you?
Oh, sure.
Can you, really?
Oh, yeah.
From that? Maybe the girl can get it, but how many...
Hey, suppose he's got a little nick or tear.
What's he doing with his weenie?
I don't know.
I mean, what that he's got a nick and tear in it?
You get braided every
What is he, a
once in
carpenter?
Whittling.
You get braided every once in a while.
Yeah, but I'm with a rubber...
rubber
I'm with a rubber product. I'm with a rubber Savannah head. He's a single guy. He doesn't need that. It's the only time I get abrasions on mine.
He could have gotten bitten during the...
Oh, that's crazy.
So he was going a little crazy.
All right, Robin, come on. What's the next story?
Oh, dear. OJ. They think that we could be losing 2 more jurors.
Did you read what that white woman who they dismissed said?
Yes. She says that Judge Lance Ito is a wild man on his way to leading this jury to a hung jury.
No, that's not what I'm referring to. I'm referring to the fact that there is a black woman, according to her, it's a black woman on the jury who, no matter what,
oh, yes,
will not convict O.J. Simpson.
Well, how would she know that?
She's clairvoyant. She's Kreskin.
I keep saying to you, the judge has admonished these.
No, because she knows that because.
Not to discuss this.
Yeah, but they do. That's human nature. And you know what? She's discussed it with the black woman. The black woman said, I don't care. OJ's going free. It's like we're wasting all this time.
Jury.
We're wasting all this time.
If that is the case, we should throw out the entire jury.
Exactly.
You know what they should do? Remember what movie was that? Where they
Deep Space Nine?
The entire jury.
Star Trek?
It wasn't the Baywatch movie, I'll tell you that much.
I could talk to you about that. Are you referring to the Baywatch movie? You're talking about the scene where Matt and David Hasselhoff go off and they encounter a poisonous fish?
You know what? This week I tried to sit down and watch Baywatch.
Yeah.
And you're absolutely right. They play whole songs.
Yeah, you got to be a guy to watch it.
It's so stupid.
It wouldn't interest a woman. It wouldn't. Unless you were gay.
I mean, they do 2 lines of dialogue, and then this music starts, and the next thing you know, you're watching guys swim or run down the beach.
Yeah. You know what they ought to do with O.J.?
What? Wait a minute. Let me just tell you this. It should be like that movie where they had paid off the jury. I forget which movie it was.
Yeah, I know what
and
movie.
they changed juries from one courtroom to the other so that all of the jurors were new.
That was the last Pauly Shore movie.
Oh, stop it.
It's excellent.
Anyway, we should somehow get a new jury.
What they ought to do with O.J. is give Christopher Reeve his body. I'm serious. Right? If he's guilty,
chop open his head, take out his brain. Now O.J.'s body will be free. Because it would spend the rest of its life in jail anyway.
What do you do with O.J.'s brain?
Put it in a bowling alley. So people can bowl with it.
No, actually, you
give
put
it to Christopher
in
Reeve.
Christopher Reeve's body,
and it'll be in prison.
It will be in prison.
Hey, is that a great? Wouldn't that be a great
That's a
Twilight Zone? Hey, nobody steal that. Quick, we need a TV show.
Submitted for your approval. One O.J. Simpson who chopped off his wife's head and Ronald Goldman's head. And now as punishment, they've taken his body, opened it up for Christopher Reeve's brain. And now O.J.'s brain sits in its own prison cell in Christopher Reeve's body. On the Twilight Zone.
Poor Rod Serling. He's not alive to hear my impression of him.
He can't hear this.
Yeah. Would have killed him. He would have passed out.
So anyway, yeah, they think that a couple more jurors might be bounced. One would be some black guy, and then there's a Hispanic woman or something.
Oh, good.
Who may be...
So are there any blacks left on the jury?
Oh, plenty of black.
Well, looks like O.J.'s going free. Aren't we down to like 2 jurors?
Just 2 people in the jury pool, if that were the case.
Wow.
And at
That's
this
some
rate,
pool.
there's no way we can end this trial with 12 people on the jury.
Can't believe they took a white woman off the jury. That was to make it look like he wasn't racist, Judgito. You know, like, hey, the blacks are complaining about her. Why come they don't dismiss any white people?
I don't know what Judge Ito is up to. I think this man has serious problems of his own.
Exactly.
And should be taken off the case.
I swear, at this point, there's more victims than jurors. You got Nicole and Ron, and there's nobody.
And a few people listening.
We got to take a break again, Robin.
One thing is that the tenor of the case is going to change today. The judge told the jury yesterday that things were going to move in a different direction, and what he was talking about was the fact that pretty soon they're going to be looking at those gruesome pictures.
Oh, that's going to be good.
Autopsy of Nicole Simpson and Ron Brown.
I would love to. I wish they'd show us.
They say in the paper today also wants to call Marcus Allen to the stand. He is a good friend of O.J.'s, in fact, a protege of O.J.'s, and he admitted to O.J., according to reports in the paper, that he had an affair with Nicole, and still O.J. let him use his house to get married in.
Can I say something? This is why Judge Ito's out of it. This has absolutely no bearing on the case. Marcus Allen had an affair, an alleged affair with Nicole Brown Simpson, and O.J. didn't kill anybody at that point, so therefore he's a good guy. Yeah, he didn't kill him. In fact, not only did he kill him, he let him have his wedding in the house. Well, gee, he suspected Kato Kalin of doing his wife, and he had Kato move into his house.
Right.
That's out of jealousy. He figures to bring a person close to him, then they can't screw his wife. Yeah, he knows what they're doing. What does that prove, to have Marcus Allen come into a courtroom?
It seems that O.J. didn't do anything to the guys.
I think, he doesn't do anything to the guys. He does it to his wife.
Yeah.
I'm sure his wife took a good beating over that one.
You heard those tapes from when he saw her in the living room.
Yeah, he didn't do anything to the guys. Why would the judge allow Marcus Allen to come into the... You know what it is? We've had too many DNA experts. We need to have some celebrities in this thing. The ratings are going down. Let's take a break and we'll discuss this.
And when we come back, I'll talk about Kato Kalin being on 2020 tonight with Barbara Walters.
All right, right after these words.
More to come when the Howard Stern Show returns in a moment. 97.1 The Eagle. Howard, Harley, and Pure Rock. 97.1 The Eagle. Let's return to the Howard Stern Show.
Let's. Ooh, look at Robin dancing. Slow down, baby. You got a full weekend ahead of you. The top's going to fall right off. It's so flimsy. She loves Zeppelin. I've known that ever since I met her. All right, Robin. So what were you talking about?
Kato Kalin's going to be on Barbara Walters tonight. He's there to answer questions about this new book that's come out by a guy who said he was working on a book with Kato before he determined that Kato was not being forthcoming with the truth. Kato, on the other hand, will tell Barbara Walters he's not the liar. The guy who wrote the book is the liar. Here's a little bit of the show.
Okay. He wouldn't lie.
Nicole had said things about O.J. saying that one day O.J. might kill her.
Could he say that on the stand?
Nope.
So then he lied. I guess he says he was an ass. I don't know. He's just so confused.
But he still insists that the guy writing the book had an agenda. That guy feels that O.J. is guilty, and he was trying to color what Cato was saying in a way that he didn't like, and that's why he parted ways with this author. Here's more of Cato, who will appear on 2020 with Barbara Walters tonight.
Okay.
I did not want to do a book, and I knew that I wasn't going to do a book.
So why were you doing a taping with this guy? If you didn't want to do a book, why did he do 17 hours of tape with him?
I don't know. You'd have to ask Cato that. Why also did he write a set of acknowledgments and a whole bunch of other things?
Yeah, and Barbara Walters, of course, is, if I was in trouble, I'd want to talk to Barbara Walters. That's for sure. She don't believe in a follow-up.
The guy who has written the book says the prosecution has told him they will recall Cato to the stand.
Yep. No, they should. They should.
It's weird. He calls the author by his first name, too, so it's obviously a buzz,
Well, they obviously know each other. They did 17 hours of taping together. I mean, what's that all about? Why would you sit down to be taped if you don't want to write a book? What possible reason would you have for wasting that much time? I mean, even a guy who doesn't do much like Cato would not want to waste 17 hours sitting and talking into a tape recorder because he doesn't want to write a book. That's unbelievable. That's why people think he's lying. He doesn't understand this. Robin doesn't believe it. I don't believe it. Fred's the only one who believes him.
Every word. Coming out of space.
All right, go ahead, Robin.
So if you want to find out how Cato feels about this whole thing and what he says is going on, you have to watch 2020.
I will not watch it. I'm boycotting.
I am, too. I don't watch any Cato Kalin anything.
Right. Unless he wants to come in here and be interviewed. That's different.
Haven't we offered him for $10,000?
Yeah, we might actually be getting him. Jackie put up $10,000.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Got to do it for the show.
Did you see the big... I'm shocked that we weren't invited to the Connie Chung lunch yesterday.
Who was there?
Who has been more supportive of Connie Chung than we?
No one.
And we don't get an invite. No, she had those...
sycophants.
Diane Sawyers and Barbara Walters...
Yeah, people who have been saying nasty things about her.
Or nothing at all.
Right.
Well, Diane Sawyer actually wasn't even there. She sent some Cuervo Gold tequila to the party.
Yeah,
sounds like some heavy drinking women over there.
That's what you want to give to a woman who can't have a baby. Foul her uterus even more with Cuervo Gold.
And then the Leslie Stalls and the Sylvia Chases.
There's more than one of them?
Oh, well, I'm just saying,
right.
These people in the news business, they say that Morley Safer and Mike Wallace were also there. I thought these guys worked, but Morley must be full of free time. He was at this luncheon yesterday afternoon and then at the Muhammad Ali tribute yesterday evening.
Those guys don't work. They have producers who put those stories together, and all they got to do is just do a few wraparounds.
What a life.
Yeah. 60 Minutes is a cush job. You don't have to do anything. They tell you where to go, and they give you a microphone, and they tell you what to say. And then they give you a bunch of questions to ask somebody and, ruin their lives.
It was amazing.
Yeah. The producers do all the work on there.
AIDS is still a problem for the country.
Not for me.
Sex between men has caused dramatic increases in AIDS among blacks and Hispanic males during the past 5 years.
Good.
Jeez. Yeah, that's nasty. When are they going to find a cure for that, Robin?
There's only been a slight increase among white men who have sex with other men. Now, why is that?
Because it's prejudice AIDS. Like everything else in this country.
Oh, dear.
I don't know.
Does it mean that the blacks and Hispanics aren't getting the information and still aren't being safe?
Yeah, it sounds to me like white people are being a little more into safe sex. That's the only possible or rational explanation. Right?
I would imagine so.
Yeah, I think at this point you could say everyone's gotten the information that you should have sex with a condom, especially if you're with another guy. I don't think there's a person on the planet that doesn't know that.
I don't know. It doesn't sound like it.
It sounds to me like, you got people probably of lower economic strata who kind of feel, hey, I'm having sex without a rubber. I don't care. Doesn't matter to me.
Or they think it's in some other group. It's not there, not in their group. So I don't know, but I just thought I'd let you know that if you're having sex with men, there's still a significant risk of contracting AIDS with unprotected anal sex.
Hey, it's the Creator's choice, so you got to be careful.
I cannot help it if I'm a spiritual person.
Go ahead. She's good.
They've had an outbreak of, well, it looks like an outbreak, but the school system is saying there is no outbreak of sexual abuse among teachers with students, even though today in the paper there are 2 more teachers who are accused of statutory rape after having sex with their students. A married female school aide had a kinky one-night stand with a 14-year-old student.
She's some hot mama, too.
And a 30-year-old male teacher carried on a 10-month-long affair with a 15-year-old student, according to officials. Both were slapped with statutory rape counts and immediately fired.
You should see this babe. Spanish chick, Janice Lynn Manuel Santiago.
Why are you calling her Janice?
It says here, Janice Lynn Manuel Santiago. She's got 4 names. What are you calling her? What are you calling her?
Why do you think that's Janice Lynn? It's you don't
Janice?
Janice Lynn.
Isn't that Janice Lynn?
Well, I think it might be something else. Who knows?
See. But I don't know, man. She's got some hot body on her. But she was having sex with one of the dudes.
She took him home, according to the account we have in the paper, tied him up, and then did him. Kept him there all night. Which alerted his parents. Their son didn't come home for 24 hours, and that's when they figured out that something was going on and reported her. So they even have a transcript, or bits of a transcript, of a phone conversation she had with the boy afterwards in the paper today. And she admonishes him not to admit to anything, to not knowing anything if he's interrogated. But he says to her, "It was good. I enjoyed it. You got skills."
Specifically, he says, "Yeah, you got it going on too. Man, you got skills. You got skills."
In the other case,
that's some skill.
A business teacher at a school in Queens took up with a 15-year-old student, and they had a 10-month-long affair. It didn't come to light until they broke up, and she was writing a letter to a new boyfriend at school expressing her deep inner conflict about the relationship she had had with her teacher.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a teacher and you're having sex with one of the students, don't break up.
The teacher's interest in the girl began 2 years ago when he was her teacher in a typing class.
Lovely.
At the time it was all going on, he said, "What people don't understand is that we're in love." No, what you don't understand is she's a student.
Yeah, and you can't get laid by someone your own age.
So the schools are saying there's just a heightened awareness now about this sexual abuse. They say this kind of thing has been going on all the time.
Not with me. I never got laid in school. Not a teacher, not a student, not a custodian, nothing.
They say they have one new case every 2 weeks, including everything from verbal abuse to affairs.
I couldn't get a golden shower.
Oh, please. Meanwhile, they say that a number of movie companies are flocking to this Glenn Harris, the teacher who ran off with his 15-year-old students. Yeah, they're beating down his door trying to make movie deals.
Now, that's sick. Now there's where Hollywood is sick. This guy ran off with a student, and the Hollywood is offering him money. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
That's why people do this.
This is ridiculous because this is not a love story. This is sexual abuse of children.
Yeah, well, evidently that's accepted in Hollywood. Now, that I don't know. That's a tough one to stomach.
He is no Romeo. They keep calling him Romeo Glenn Harris. Romeo and Juliet were similar in age.
Romeo? Maury Povich was fawning over him. Did you see that?
No, he was on Maury Povich?
Yeah, Maury already had him on.
Oh, my, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. Well, nobody knows it. No one watches Maury. It's on at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
That's a bad deal. And he was fawning over him?
Well, I mean, it was a big catch. He had the Romeo.
But he didn't blister this guy. He just asked nice softball questions.
When I was watching, he was being pretty nice to him, and then I said, you know what, I'm not watching this. I'm turning it off. I'm not going to buy into watching Glenn Harris be interviewed by anybody. Plus, that Batman cartoon was on.
I was going to say that you're supposed to watch these things so that you can answer that kind of a question.
I don't want to answer that question.
Oh, sorry. Sorry to bring it up, then.
Loving you is wrong. I don't want to be right.
The chief rabbi of a Brooklyn Hasidic sect and his assistant have pleaded innocent in Los Angeles to charges that they sexually molested a 15-year-old girl on a flight from Australia.
Yeah, but you ever been on a flight, Australia flight?
It's a long flight.
15 hours. You got to make yourself busy.
Rabbi Israel Grunwald.
Israel Grunwald?
Leader of the Orthodox Pupa sect in Borough Park.
Would it be fair to say he's the Grand Poopa?
And Yehuda Friedlander. Woo.
Wow. Why don't you call yourself Jewy Jew Man? Yehuda Friedlander.
Are accused of groping the teen on Wednesday aboard a United Airlines
flight. Those are two of the most Jewish names I've ever heard.
Yeah, you can't get much more Jewish than Israel and Yehuda.
So they were on. It was a weird story, too, because I was hearing it on the news, and the guy said something about the girl kind of took his hand.
Initiated the sexual contact, is what he's saying. That she took his hand and put it down, and he couldn't feel any panty, and that just sort of did it for him.
You mean he didn't feel the panty line, and it made him nuts?
Yeah, so he had to go for it.
How old was the girl?
15.
How come? I mean,
she says she was asleep under a blanket and she was awakened by these hands.
Yeah.
And then, when she started to protest, he immediately went for a breath.
Plus, did you see those two guys? I mean, they're real Jews. They got the big full beards and the hair and the whole thing.
Well, the Orthodox rabbi community has closed ranks around them, saying this is ridiculous. Orthodox rabbis do not get themselves involved in conversations with females.
Yeah, great. Well, all I know is...
Who said they were talking?
If you were a girl, is that the two dudes you'd be attracted to?
Well, that's why it's kind of a fishy story.
But who knows? You don't know what happened. But I'll tell you one thing. Wasn't one of them picked up on a sex charge one other time?
Before, yes, they're investigating that. This Friedlander guy, in 1991, pleaded guilty to sexual abuse in upstate New York, and they're trying to find out more about that.
I've been on plane flights. Nobody took my hand. I'm a really foxy guy. No one took my hand and put it down their pants.
The sexual abuse apparently was observed by another woman on the flight. So they better come up with some other stories.
Anything else there, Robin?
Well, not in that story.
No, I mean in general.
Let me check my files here, if there's anything else I want to talk about.
Mm-hmm. Any more Jews with girls?
No, I don't have any more of those stories.
Indians with boys.
One thing I did want to say, though, going back to those cases of sexual abuse among teachers in the city schools, one of the columnists in the Post pointed out that a lot of times it takes so long for these cases to get through the courts. What's the deterrent?
Right.
The teacher knows that, 3-4 years down the road, nobody will even care about this
the kid will be 20
anymore. That guy who's in the Man-Boy Love Association, who was discovered to be a teacher in the city school system, is still collecting $60,000 a year doing clerical work as his case makes it through the court.
It's ridiculous.
I knew you'd be outraged when you heard that.
Too tired to be outraged.
President Clinton did some kind of a town meeting yesterday in the Midwest and said that now he has decided no U.S. troops need to be sent over to Bosnia to die in a futile effort to try to calm things down over there. Here he is.
This war will only end when the parties are willing to negotiate a peace, end peace. Just the way we're bringing an end to the war in the Middle East, the way we're bringing an end to the conflicts in Northern Ireland. I do not believe there is a military settlement that the United States can enforce. And I do not favor sending our troops into combat there to try to assure victory or to force, through military means, an end to the fighting. All it would do is get a lot of Americans killed and not achieve the objectives.
Smart man.
Meanwhile, he and Bob Dole are now scrapping over whose issue is violence in the media and entertainment.
Well, I think they should both be ashamed of themselves.
He's been talking about it a lot longer than Bob Dole.
Oh, there you go. Well, now Bob Dole's talking about it. And Clinton should be embarrassed to be talking about it. Such an empty issue. Jack Valenti said that, you know, it's just like so attractive to get involved with Hollywood any way you can.
Right, it's a big and attractive target.
None of these guys will talk about anything legitimate. Bob Dole's the same guy who says, I don't want a ban on assault weapons. And he's worried about Hollywood violence. Yeah, on the screen it's bad. In real life it's okay. Not a nut. The guy must be nuts.
No, he knows who he's talking to. He's talking to the same
Yahoos.
people
Yeah, dopes.
who believe, that the movies are hurting them.
Yeah.
And
Genius.
that's why they need their guns.
What a man. What a great president he'd make. He'd be as exciting as Bush. Another do-nothing. Sat up in that Kenny Bunkport and Camp David. Eisenhower built that so presidents could live like kings. If the American public ever got to see a picture of Camp David, they won't let you photograph it for security reasons. If you ever saw it,
How come we can see the White House?
Yeah, you would kill yourself. You know why? Because the American people would kill themselves. There'd be a revolution. They would all run up to Camp David and burn it down to the ground. Private golf course. They live like kings. Why are they living like it for 4 years? You know what? Work on weekends. They're like Judge Ito. They can't work on the weekend. Everyone is busy. This guy, Dole, is going to be in retirement soon. 70 years old. He's going to put Bush to shame when it comes. He's going to move the entire White House operation to Camp David. Trust me.
Because he needs his rest.
I was a working vacation. I played golf, and then I went and I thought about the country for 10 minutes. And I figured out that Hollywood is ruining everything because they got movies where people shoot each other. What a skivoza. You do nothing man. All those years in the Senate, didn't hear you open your mouth up once about the budget. Yeah, we ought to balance the budget. At least that guy Newt Gingrich has got some energy going for him. 70-year-old man, they have no energy.
Well,
You named a 70-year-old that's still vibrant.
The one thing you can say is that you don't hear about working vacations with President Clinton either.
No. He's working. I don't know what he's working on, but he's working. FCC he isn't working on. That's all right.
Somebody else has him all tied up.
He's another great thinker.
Yeah, I agree with that Hollywood stuff. Maybe the religious right will vote for me.
I think you ought to give up on the religious right.
Yeah, they're not coming your way.
Yeah. There's not too many vibrant 70-year-olds. The only two I can think of is...
Jackie and...
Well, Jackie, Dave Herman, and David Brenner. And that's it. Other than that, forget it.
I'm not 70. I'm 36 years old.
43 this year.
Well, that's what's happening. Bridges of Madison County opening today. That's the new Clint Eastwood, Meryl Streep film. Clint directing, based on that novel, Bridges of Madison County.
Got bad reviews, Robin.
Got bad reviews, but they say the performances are fine. It's a thin book. I don't know how you get a movie out of that, so they did the best they could.
Yeah, who farted? I smelled it was a thin book, and I got 2 movies out of it.
All right, very good.
The point is, I said, somebody was telling me that yesterday in the paper they were saying that Clint Eastwood and Meryl Streep were having an affair.
Oh, I don't want to see that.
Who cares?
2 billy goats. It's like watching
Nobody wants to know
Bob
about
Dole in a
that.
love movie. I wonder what movie he likes, Bob Dole. What does he like, Jimmy Cagney movies? They used to shoot each other up in those, too.
Yeah, and he didn't grow up on those.
No. What the point he's afraid to say is that the inner cities have completely collapsed, that the family structure is non-existent, grandmothers are raising the children, senile grandmothers. Ah, he's such a bum. He's a bum. That's all he is, a bum like all the rest of them. I have to run for president. I'll back out, though, once they ask me for financial disclosure.
I'm not going to any more conventions with you.
You just go where I tell you to go. Robin, tomorrow, Lucky Cleveland will have you all to themselves.
Yes, I'm leaving you and going to Cleveland.
Yes, and you will be signing books at, I believe it's at
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock, that's right. You'll probably be there 1:30, though, a little early to make sure all your fans are accommodated.
What I will say is I'll be on time.
Good for you.
Creator willing.
And also, your book, Quivers of Life, obviously still burning up the charts, and everyone...
It's available.
Jackie Joke Man Marlowe, over 350 filthy jokes on CD or cassette, $10 plus $3 shipping and handling. Jokeland special, buy 2, get 1 free. Call 1-800-323-KING. Visit Jokeland on the World Wide Web. For jokes and Jokeland's internet address, call 516-9221. Remember, 516-9221 is not a pay service. Fred Mania comes to Jersey, the Fred Norris Band at Club Benet, Friday, June 16th. Club Benet.
Friday, June 16th. I got to mark that on my calendar.
What are you talking about? Is that a paid gig?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. 2 shows a night, Fred?
And one show, but all the chicken parmesan you can eat.
And your band will play for how long?
However long. I think there's 2 other bands, and then we go on.
I was going to say, is there an opening act?
Wow. Can people dance?
I hope.
To order a signed copy of Stuttering John CD, call 201-942-OUCH.
Now, can we get a tape of that?
I hope so.
I'm going to try and videotape it.
201-942-OUCH. Your friend's going to try. He doesn't know how to work the camera yet and play the guitar. If you're planning a wedding or party and need a DJ, call Scott the Engineer's Rocket Entertainment at 718-BAG-5040. Wow, Fred must be very confident with a paid gig.
You wouldn't like it.
Very confident.
Very confident.
He always said...
all new music or some covers, Fred?
It depends how long they give us. If they give us an hour, maybe it'll be most of the original, but we'll throw some covers in.
Some covers as well. Yeah. Well, Fred must be feeling confident because he always says, I would never charge unless I felt confident.
There you go.
Well, I'm glad he's feeling confident.
All right. Well, a lot of people looking forward to that. Congratulations to you, Fred.
Thank you very much.
Fred out there trying to make some extra money. Got jealous of Jackie, huh?
Oh, absolutely.
All right. We'll see you.
Empire.
We'll see you on Monday.
97.